I can hear it.
Yep.
So I mean, as the
Go. All right. Hey there, and welcome to another episode of the Unshaven Modcast. I'm Fugget.
Action.
And tonight we have special guest Jeremy Robinson from Cincinnati Tattoo Studio. They are, what's your address?
4951 Glenway Avenue.
Glenway Avenue. I knew the side of town.
That's up by us. That's where we're at.
Yep.
Yeah,
Thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah.
No problem.
No problem.
Yeah, that's on this side of town.
Yeah.
Westwood. Well, we're Westwood. That's
Westwood is the best hood.
That's right.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Every week when we look up news articles for this show, it's like all of them are Westwood.
Yeah.
There's so many of them that's Westwood.
Dude, I have something to show you guys that happened yesterday in front of the shop. So.
Anyways, we air weekly on Wednesdays at 8. Oh, I never changed that. 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at unshavenmodcast.com and live on our Facebook page at Unshaven Modcast. If you can't stay awake for the whole show, search us on YouTube, iTunes, Google Music, and SoundCloud. All episodes are uploaded the day after they air. We are a show about nothing and everything, the podcast where anything goes, unfiltered, undefined, unshaven. Our sponsor of the month is a startup company called Slaughterhouse Rags. They are the purveyor of all things horror. T-shirt, jewelry, dolls, and other creepy novelties. Check out their website at shrags.com. That's shrags.com. And on Facebook at Slaughterhouse Rags. And be sure to catch them this summer at Days of the Dead and Horror Hound in Indianapolis. Yeah, that's a lot.
Good group of guys.
Good group of guys. I think
Those
they're
Shrags
fucking
guys.
idiots.
Fuck, man. That was a little rough, but hey, it wasn't bad.
No, it wasn't bad.
Yeah, a little rough.
I haven't read that yet since we
Right.
had the sponsor.
Oh, shit.
So how was everybody week? Ugh. Everybody's
yeah,
week.
yeah.
That came out all weird.
Mine was good, man. I didn't, I seem like every time I just say, oh, I worked this week.
Yeah?
Like, that's what I did.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
That's
don't ever
every
do
week.
shit.
What'd you do?
Every week.
Yeah.
It's starting to slow down for me, though. Tax season's finally over, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
everybody stops spending their money.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't pick up when it gets warm out though.
It stays steady all summer, but it will be, like, February hits and everybody's already... They don't even have that check yet, man.
I was reading the notes I made myself earlier.
I was like,
today.
what are we laughing at?
Do you want to hear this shit?
Yeah, go ahead.
This was what I was supposed to talk about when I said I did nothing this week.
Oh.
Alright. I put surgery scheduled.
Good job.
Surgery shit all week. I worked. Memorial Day soon. Kids with no money don't have them. What the fuck, dude?
Your shorthand's nice.
Yeah.
Those are great notes.
Yeah. But so that was my thing right there.
Oh, that was a good week.
Yeah, it wasn't bad, man. Fuck.
No, I would almost I don't know. I would imagine like as soon as it gets warm out, like everybody like rushes to get tattoos. Like, oh, I can show it off and it's warm. And blah blah
A lot
blah.
of people do, and then a lot of people are like serious about it, and they're like, I'm canoeing all summer, so I get all my tattoos during the winter, which is cool because that's when it gets slow.
Yeah. Well, personally, like after watching, I know my brother-in-law got the fucking
He's
got
sleeved out.
yeah, whole sleeved out. He
Two
started on his
sleeves
chest
and his-
already.
I'm 2 sleeves, and then I'm connecting his chest right now in the middle,
Yeah.
and that's been about a year.
Yeah, that and then working on my wife, like she got
Mhm.
hers in the summer, and then like watching them just hide from the sun all summer. I was like, fuck that. I'm getting tattoos in the wintertime from now
Right.
on. This is retarded. Like constantly they're like, like Chris would be like in the car trying to like drive and hide her arm and shit. I'm like, fuck that shit. I'm done with that.
I'm
just doing the
always
wintertime.
reckless with it too, because I'm like, I'll just get it gone back over. And then I'm like, get into tattoo. I'm like, I don't want to get any of this gone back over. So
That's funny. I didn't do much this week. Had some, shitty teenager shit going on.
you going and doing more drama stuff?
Drama's over. We had the play. The play was awesome.
Yeah, all the pictures look great.
Yeah, drama. She had a good solo. That kid amazes me. I still can't
Did
figure it
not
out.
realize it was going to be 2 hours long. With an
It was
intermission.
long as shit, dude. It was,
That's why I'll never go to one.
You're
of
like,
these
oh,
things,
it's
dude.
over. They're like, no, we're coming back, dude.
yeah,
It's
dude, it
another
was
hour.
it was 2.5 hours long, with a 15-minute intermission.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude, it
you
was
could
crazy.
never do that.
I mean, it was cool though. I mean, I guess because it's high school, so it was like it It was entertaining.
And she had a
it was
bigger
easy to
part.
follow along. She had a bigger part. To where, like, you know, when she was in all the plays and musicals in middle school, they were a little more difficult to follow along with.
Right.
Yeah.
But you know, these are definitely a step
Well,
up.
I told you about my acting. I was in fucking a play.
Were you?
Yeah.
Mm.
Fucking second grade or first grade?
I think that was the last time I was in a play.
Yeah.
Me too.
Stone Soup.
I know you're talking about,
Yeah. I had one line.
yeah.
And
That sounds like me too.
all I said was, I bring the barley. But I nailed that fucking line. And the barley I had, like, I guess we had to, for some reason it's in my head that we had to bring our own fucking props to the play. But, so everybody has their stuff in sacks. And my fucking shit is in a box, a brown box, like a off the store shelf that says barley across the front of it. Like, I bring the barley. Yeah, man.
That's funny, dude.
I brought the barley for the stone soup. And you know what? It wouldn't even be good stone soup without it.
That's funny.
Yeah.
My mom put pantyhose on my head. I was the dog in the Grinch
Nice.
on Christmas. And I had pantyhose
We
on
did
my
some
head.
kind of political or like presidential thing. I was Ben Franklin.
Oh, really?
That's what I
Nice.
remember. I remember they like even gave me this little bald thing.
And you're like, I like to smoke weed and get down.
See,
Benjamin Franklin.
Yeah, seriously.
now you got me reminiscing. Same school, second or first grade. I remember they evacuated the entire school into the gym and had like an old, old ass tube TV back then,
Mhm.
with like a VCR on it, and put in the video and played it. And it was "Proud to Be an American," and we all had to salute and sing it.
Yeah.
That's like some weird.
Right.
That's like some dictator shit.
They're shooting the subliminal message.
Right, yeah,
your
yeah,
tiny
like-
minds.
A bunch of little Hitler youths singing "Proud to Be American." Yeah, I remember that, man. Wow. They also had the crash pads, man. The crash pads, like the mats that they would put out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Went into school one day. They set all those mats up in the gym like a giant maze. I remember going.
Oh,
through
really?
that. That was it. That's it.
Did you guys do
That's
the
all-
parachute thing when you were on?
Yeah,
Oh, dude,
that was like
yeah.
the best thing ever. I saw kids
Parachute
doing that
thing.
out in Marymount today.
Oh
Really?
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
outside doing it.
Well, I
was
remember
like-
I was in kindergarten. I remember we were doing it in, I guess, like, you know, one of the kids had like right where the ricket was or the
Mhm.
rivet, and he chipped his fucking tooth off. Like it came up and it hit his fucking tooth and it broke his tooth in half.
Dude, I was talking
ruined
to
it for
Chuck
everybody.
Yeah.
the other day.
Do what?
I was talking to Chuck the other day.
Yeah.
Because we saw, I don't know if it would be Northgate or Mount Healthy, but whatever, fire department ever getting ready to set the tower on fire to fight it.
Yeah.
And I can remember in that same school, same grade time period, they brought a trailer into the school's parking lot. And, it was fire department brought it in. They brought this trailer
Uh-huh.
into our school's parking lot, lit it on fire, and then we had to crawl through the trailer under
Yeah,
the
they
smoke.
fill it with smoke. Yeah, and you have to.
Do you remember it? Shit
I,
like
hell
that?
no.
I had to do that too. I remember stuff like
Like,
that.
actually lit the son of a bitch on fire.
They had
I don't
like
remember that.
bubble gum
Yeah.
smoke come in.
Yeah, dude.
That's fucking weird. That shit would not fly nowadays.
Oh, no.
Oh, not at all.
No way. That's why I'm proud to be an American.
Right.
Dude, that was fun, though. Man, I miss that place.
Yeah, I had shitty teenager problems this week. That sucked.
Yeah?
Dude, don't let her get her out of diapers. Get her talking enough where she can have like an adorable conversation with you,
But don't
and then
teach
don't
her-
go past that.
Don't teach her stuff, right?
I could just like keep them when they're like innocent and they have adorable conversations and they don't piss themselves
Yeah.
anymore. Then that's like that's key right there.
Mine's already really bossy, and she's
Yeah.
not even 2 yet. She's like bossing me around, and she's bossing like my little nephew around. He's like, "Jeez, what?" And she'll be like, "Mom."
Nice.
Not even using.
Yeah,
words
that's
yet.
definitely my oldest and my youngest.
Yeah.
They're both assholes. Journey's all sweet and nice, but like
She's
Trinity and
the
Lyric
best
are like,
you,
fuck
right?
you.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, that's all I did this week. Other than we did set up, which we'll go ahead and talk about that. We'll move on into that. The Unshaven Misfits gun raffle.
That's cool. I'm actually wanting to get
Yeah.
I got them with me.
cool.
The old
Yeah, we're
380.
doing a gun raffle, and the gun raffle is actually we're saving up for a box truck.
Mhm.
We want a box truck because we go down to these handouts and we're Well, like 6-7 cars deep, like
Yeah.
taking shit down to the ghetto, and like
Yeah.
we'd rather just have one truck. We can just
Into
load
the
it all
inner city.
in.
Jesus, Aaron.
The inner city. Sorry. We're in the ghetto right now.
The places where I see you guys stopping, like right in front of the park and stuff, aren't too ghetto, but there are a lot of homeless people in that park.
Yeah.
Not anymore because they're regentrifying OTR. Dude,
Yeah.
we went this past Sunday. A lot of the buildings on the backside of the park were all like brand new painted.
Yeah.
There were cameras pointed at
Somebody
the
was
park
actually
everywhere.
picking up trash.
Yeah, it was the cleanest I had ever
Yeah.
seen that park.
Yeah.
So now we're kind of like scattering one. And that was like, that'd be another good reason to have the box truck, because if we get down there and there's a day like that, like
Yeah.
everything's clean, there's cameras everywhere, and we're like, well, fuck, nobody's here. We just load it all back in the truck real quick and just drive away and go somewhere else. But yeah, so the whole gun raffle, anyways, the gun raffle is for, we're working towards getting a box truck. It is for a Ruger LPC semi-automatic handgun, which is .380 caliber. Tickets are $5. You can get them from any of the Unshaven Misfits, or you can get them at Queen City Tees, which is at 3590 Galbraith Road. And you go there during their business hours, which I think is Monday through Friday, 10:30 to 5:30. You can also get tickets at Club Trio's Lounge at 5744 Springdale Road. Also during their normal business hours, and they're a bar, so they're open late. I don't know when they open, but
Oh, they're usually open by like 11.
are they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a great place.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
the only place we really go to
Yeah.
anymore. 'Cause the Pine sucks.
Good old Scotty.
Oh, yeah, I don't do that.
I fucking
either.
hate the
I
Pine,
only
dude.
do it. Every once in a while, you can hear it at my house.
Unless you guys want to sponsor us, then we
Right.
love you.
I already did that, guys.
Yeah. Yeah, so gun raffle. Help us out. Help us get the fucking truck. With
Yeah.
a hashtag box truck
I'll
fundraiser.
share it, yeah.
Yeah, I'm hoping it goes good, man. We could definitely use it.
I've already beat my record for my 3 tickets I sold on the TV.
Oh, nice. Nice. I'll probably
I would
just
have
go.
bought tickets to that, too. You just never got with you to do it.
But they all made fun of me because everybody was selling like 20, 30 fucking tickets, and I sold 3.
Yeah.
I mean, I literally had like $30 to put down towards it. But
Dude, I ended up buying all of my tickets. It was easier than just selling them. Yeah, I'm just going to buy them. Whatever.
You don't care if I bump one off yet.
No, go ahead.
Thanks, man.
I'll just leave them sit there. And
I got dip pouches too, man.
Well, man, I don't want to throw up, but I appreciate it.
I'm
Yeah,
excited.
trios, Jack. Trios. They're there right now. I took them there last night and then stayed there way too long. Jack, you're not here tonight. You can't tell me no smoking. Anyways, the next thing I want to talk about is The Wicked One was released this week. Was it yesterday?
Yeah,
It was
yesterday.
released yesterday. Which Jack, our guest last week, he owns Studio 605. It's a movie production company. So his movie was released yesterday.
That's cool.
You can get it on Amazon, iTunes. I think he wrote Best Buy too. I think he said it's at Best Buy.
Yeah, Best Buy. Yeah. Walmart.
I actually
Target.
watched it last night. I haven't got to watch it yet.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Okay, yeah. I can't wait to see it. It looks
Yeah,
awesome.
I mean, I enjoyed it. I watched Friday the 13th too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was all right.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad. It was definitely a hell of a lot better than I could have ever threw together. It was a lot of people died.
Yeah, that's what he said. I think he said like what,
Yeah.
26
Yeah, a
people
shit ton of people died, dude.
died in like 30 minutes or something.
And there's
that.
like
That's awesome.
there's interesting kills too. Like I won't spoil them for you, but it's pretty sweet. There's this dude.
He said, "What's your favorite kill?"
Oh,
You can spoil it for me. It's fine.
yeah. I like the belt in the tree.
The belt in the tree.
Yeah, that was a pretty sweet one.
Which that, like he mentioned last week, the movie's there, which we got to get
Yeah.
to Gary the winner also. Still, we just haven't seen it.
Oh
yet.
yeah.
But you can watch it on YouTube, like on their YouTube channel. Like that whole 30-minute movie that they made is on YouTube. So if anybody wants to watch it,
Yeah, that was Sleeping Bag was a good one too.
yeah. So
Yeah, so I watched both those movies. They were both pretty good. This dude dances in it. It's fucking funny as shit. What was that?
It sounded like he was outside.
Is that Uber?
Fucking Uber sneaking his way in here. Oh, yeah, that's right. We got to make fun of Uber because he bitched out tonight.
Yeah, yep. Uber backed out.
Again.
Yeah.
I get here and he comes to the door and he looked like Black Hugh Hefner.
Yeah, he has his robe on.
He has a robe on. He's downstairs crying again. He's probably going to take a bath here soon.
Bath bombs.
With his bath bombs.
Dude, there's a whole shit ton more of them down there now. Like, he's been ordering them. I think when he said there was like 17 boxes coming the other day, I think they were all bath bombs.
Ah, that's
So you
funny.
get the one with the ring in them.
I saw that just the other day.
Yeah.
I actually, that was the one I sent to him.
The
commercial for the one that has the ring in the middle.
They came from Les Boutiques de Boutte,
De Boutte.
which was our sponsor.
That was our sponsor last month.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Use promo code LIPGLOSS for 20% off.
Another thing that was released this week that Wicked One was the cool thing that was released this week, but Gorilla's new album was released this week, and it fucking sucked balls.
Oh, you don't like it? I haven't even heard anything.
It was bad. I mean, it was real like.
I'm not even gonna listen to it honestly.
Yeah,
like I was listening when they were releasing like
type shit.
Yeah, they were releasing some singles here and there like before it came out. And I was
Yeah.
listening to those, and I was just like, ugh, this is horrible.
Yeah.
I mean, in all honesty, I haven't really liked anything they've done since the first album. There was a few songs here and there that I liked, but overall it was.
Yeah.
But I don't know. They were making a huge deal out of this release. Like it was everywhere, and I was not impressed.
There's a lot of bands re-releasing albums right now.
Yeah.
Like System of a Down's supposed to be making an album right now too, and
That I'm excited about.
they haven't made albums for like 10 years. So.
Right. Surge did one album by himself,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, that's his solo album.
Yeah.
But that doesn't count.
No, it doesn't count.
Yeah. Little Dickie's music video.
Oh, hell
came
yeah.
out this week.
I didn't get through all of it because that shit's like
It
10
was-
minutes long.
It was fucking
Have you seen
amazing.
it?
He's ridiculous though. I haven't seen the new one. But
It's pretty fucking good, man.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, you have to, like, click on a little thing saying you're old enough to watch it
Yeah.
before you can even turn it on.
Yeah.
It's called Pillow Talk. Dude, it's fucking...
Yeah,
God, it's hilarious.
I've heard about it.
It's a pretty good one, man.
Speaking of also getting released,
Yeah.
which I think is getting released next month, Mother Nature's releasing it.
Yeah.
The cicadas are coming.
They are.
They're coming early
4
because
years early or
climate
something.
change and shit. Like,
You're
so they've been
X.
they're ready.
Yeah.
But I think the article I read, it's not all of them. Like, it's not going to be
just-
the full 17-year thing.
Oh
but
my
like,
gosh.
scientists are saying that some of them have because of the weather, some of them have peaked their growth and they're probably going to come out this May.
Yeah.
So definitely gonna get some cicadas.
I'm excited.
I was hitting them with a badminton racket
Yeah.
out of the air and stuff.
Dude, I can't wait.
Yeah, I don't know. I like them. I don't mind
Collect
them.
all their little shells and shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it never. I
Their
think
little exoskeletons.
I was a senior in high school when they came last time,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, it was probably about right.
got my buddy to just chew one up.
Yeah.
I was like, I'll give you $10 to chew them up, and they're like, $10, all right. Like I'll do anything.
So I'm sure Snappy is gearing up their advertising.
Oh yeah.
Snappy Pizza.
Totally, dude. I'm
Um,
fucking excited.
Cool little fun fact. You guys got to try it. I used to do it when I was a kid. Like the first ones that came, like the ones when I was like a kid. Pull their back left leg off, their head pops off. Because their back left leg
Yeah.
connected to their spine.
Yeah. I remember you saying that. Man, that's crazy. Well, that's exciting too. That's good news.
We're about to do some
Cicada
scientific stuff in this,
Alright.
one of these next podcasts.
Yeah, you guys just get ready. It's gonna be like Bill and I up in this motherfucker.
Do you watch any more of the Bill Nye? 'Cause that was released this week also.
Yeah, I've
Couple
been saving it to when I have a couple.
Yeah, he's
Good
watched
hours.
a couple. I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, they're pretty entertaining.
From what I see, everybody loves it.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, it's my new favorite show.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I probably watched about 4 of them now. I like them.
That's cool. I can't wait to watch it.
Yeah, dude.
But speaking of shit being cool, this is not cool at all. A half-assed implosion on the tallest bridge in Ohio, and nobody gave a fuck.
I know. I kind of.
That's it. We'll move
Yeah.
on. Nobody gave a fuck.
Yeah.
It was like everywhere. Nobody gave like.
I just
it was
read today that they're on their 3rd attempt. Like,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, dude. Just knock the son of a bitch down.
yeah,
Like, I could
it's
probably
like,
knock it down. I couldn't even use your tools.
yeah,
We can go knock the Cincinnati one
All
down.
right.
the Brent Spinach one. God, that shit's
Yeah.
horrible.
The Harrison Viaduct's bad too.
Oh, yeah, oh, yeah.
dude. It's
Everybody's
fucking
taking
horrible.
pictures of that and
Yeah.
stuff.
Where it's like
I have to drive over that shit.
Yeah, it's like this.
Every day I drive over that son of a bitch.
Also, I mean, every time I drive over the Brentspence Bridge, I'm like, I just don't want to die on this bridge.
You got too much life left to live.
Right, because I've been thinking about dying on that bridge since I've been a little kid, because it's like the biggest bridge around here.
Yeah.
Like,
there was one time I drove past a wreck on that bridge where the front tires were hanging off that wall.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Well, that's what they said. That's why it's so dangerous. I guess when it was built, it actually had medians.
Yeah.
But then the city populated so quickly, they got rid of the medians to be able to, handle the traffic going through.
Lanes across it.
Yeah, and it's just bad. It's bad now.
Yeah.
I think it's still number 14 on the shittiest bridges in the country or something like that.
Yeah. Like, I can remember...
Dude, I think it's so bad Trump even talked about it.
Well, I was going to say, didn't Obama fucking come and give a speech on it or some shit?
Obama came and talked about 75.
Oh, okay.
Said, yeah, we've been working on this for 10 years already.
I thought it was standing on the bridge, Obama just standing on the bridge fuck this bridge, we're going to fix this bridge.
I think Trump came out and said, fuck this bridge.
Yeah, he did. He came out recently and said something about the bridge. And
said he likes Cincinnati, but that bridge
is fucked.
Yeah.
Well, fuck, you're the president. Fucking fix it, man.
Get Jimmy Carter out there.
We'll even allow you to put a wall on it on the south.
Keep Kentucky out.
If anybody can fix it, the president can get it done somehow.
Shit. Also, cool this week, Riot Fest released their real lineup, not the April Fool's one, which was still, I think that was awesome.
So,
did you catch that one?
No, I didn't.
They released Riot Fest released their lineup on April Fool's Day, and it was this long.
Yeah.
Every band was a band from a movie. The headliners were Wild Stallions.
Awesome.
The Wonders, and from That Thing You Do, I think.
Yeah.
But dude, I mean
what's the band from the movie Airheads? Is that on there?
The Lone Rangers. It was on there.
Lone Rangers. Yeah.
Why is it called the Lone Rangers? Or why is it called the Lone Ranger when there's three of you?
That's great.
Anyways, Friday's headliners, 9 Inch Nails. They're making their comeback.
Dude, I'd love to see 9 Inch Nails.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Oh, God, I love 9 Inch Nails. Queens of the Stone Age on Saturday, and then Jawbreaker on Sunday.
Haven't heard them.
I think they're like an old punk band, I think.
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, there's going to be some fucking Wu-Tang's going to be there, dude.
Yeah. Wu-Tang.
All Wu-Tang or just...
It says Wu-Tang Clan.
Oh, man.
Ain't nothing to fuck with, dude. Ain't nothing to fuck with.
I'd go just for that.
Taking Back Sunday. That was your era, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Mighty Mighty Boss Tunes, dude.
I love Mighty Mighty Boss
Fuck yeah, man. I was super scoffed.
I love them.
Action Bronson's going to fucking be there, dude.
Day to Remember, Dirty Heads, Gogol Bordella. I like them. You ever heard of them? They're like gypsy punk.
Gypsy punk.
It is. They're all gypsies, and they're like, it's weird. It's awesome.
Andrew W.K., Guar, fuck.
I love Andrew W.K.
Dinosaur Jr.
Dinosaur Jr. is getting popular. I keep hearing him.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. They were making a weird little comeback. It's
fucking Peaches, bro.
Yeah.
Sucking on my titties like you want.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Peaches, Peaches.
Pennywise.
Awesome.
Yeah, I mean, not a bad list, honestly.
Yeah, there's some pretty good shit.
I went to Andrew WK when I was 14, and I walked in there, and some girl punched me right in the nose. And I was like, why did you do that? And I looked around.
Right now you look like his album cover.
No, and I look around, everybody's got bloody noses, and then I was like, I'm not getting in that nasty pit.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't like it in the face.
No, that sucks. No. Fishbone. Dude, I think Fishbone would be cool to see. I'm not like a huge fan, but he'd be cool to see.
I mean, there's some pretty good ones on there, dude.
Get towards the end here, I don't know any of these band names.
Yeah.
That's how you know you're getting old.
Mm.
And the Hell's a Poppin' Circus Sideshow review.
This were the band names start getting really fucking weird. Yeah. HD Bin Dope, Gazebos, Kitten Forever.
Downtown Boys.
There's a band called Ramones T-Shirt. There's a band called Meat is Burger. There's a band called My Kids Are Here. It's literally My Kids Are Here.
It's because there's literally everybody's running out of band names.
Yeah.
Well, the funny thing is, I thought that when the Goo Goo Dolls came out. I was like, oh shit, we're out of band names. But then it didn't, it kept going. But now I think we are literally getting out of band names.
Dude, I'd like to see the Goo Goo Dolls.
Goo Goo Dolls would be cool to see.
Yeah.
Like and the Porta Parties is the last band name.
The Goo Goo Dolls are gonna play like 4 songs, and then you're not gonna know any of
Right,
them.
yeah, right.
You're gonna be like, I just want you to know who I am. And then, like, I don't know anything
What's
else.
the rest of this shit?
It's kind of that way with. It's funny because I've seen them twice for free so far,
Yeah,
but not them. Gin Blossoms.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I know what you're
nice.
talking about.
They played a free show at Rib Fest downtown
cool.
one year, and I was like, oh, Gin Blossoms, and it was kind of the same thing. It was
Yeah.
kind of like once they played the songs that I knew on the radio, I
Right.
was just like, all right, well, all right, nothing.
Yeah, dude, like, 4 Year Strong is gonna be there. That would be a cool band to see.
I don't know
those
them.
guys.
Oh, Action Bronson's gonna be there.
I said that.
Oh, I didn't even hear
Yeah.
you. Sorry.
Yeah, dude.
Hmm.
Doing 2
Your
nights there.
twin.
Yeah, 2 nights.
Now
There.
you have to go there.
Right.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
You're just flying through this shit too, dude.
am I?
A little bit.
I'm sorry, I'll slow down.
It's all right. I'm not worried about it. We got things to do.
Yeah, because we added some things.
Yeah. What we had? We'll figure it out when we get there.
Yeah, we'll figure it out when we get there.
Yeah.
As I take a drink here, how long have you been? Well, we decided to use the word dry,
Yeah.
not sober. Dry.
Alcohol free for
Alcohol free.
95 days.
95 days.
Yeah, man.
Good job, son.
Good job.
Hey, thank you. Thank you.
He didn't have a choice.
Yeah, right. I was forced into sobriety.
Oh, man.
Strong-armed. I was getting a little out of control. Just a smidge.
He was getting a little out of control.
Just a smidge.
It happens.
It's one of those out of control things that, like, it's not like he drank every night, but it was the nights he did drink.
It was
Yeah.
bad. I know. I
Oh,
totally
yeah.
Shit
understand.
would break, people would die.
Yeah.
And then he's like, I don't
Racists would show up.
know. I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if anybody watching now has ever happened to catch that. I hope the fuck not.
Right.
He decided to go live one random night with some. It got really racist, and there was.
Oh, man.
He was fucking hammered though. I woke up the next morning like, dude, what the fuck are you doing?
Man.
It wasn't him though. He wasn't being the racist one.
Action talks. That was short-lived.
Very short lived. So we just added it into here.
Yeah.
So, can I show you guys? So, yesterday I ran to the store for some supplies for the shop, and I'm pulling out, and 2 doors down at the antique mall, like 40 teenagers just start pouring out of behind it. And I'm like, what is going on?
Behind
Yeah.
the antique mall?
Yeah, they were cutting through. And they all go across the street, throwing caution into the wind. Cars are just slamming on the brakes because there's like 40 of them. And the 2 up front are fighting.
Mm.
And it, oh my gosh, let me show you this. This video is ridiculous.
This is right here by the shop?
It's in front of it, dude. I pulled
That
up.
little like hobby place you're talking about?
Dude, they're fighting. Hold on, like, listen to this. Oh.
Yeah, even that shit happens, dude.
Right. Why isn't it even playing my media at all?
Mine did that last time. I had to restart my phone. I would hit my volume. It wouldn't even give me options.
Just hit the little, turn it up and hit that down arrow. Oh, there you go.
They're just fighting in the street, dude.
Hell yeah, he ain't lying, dude. There were like 40 people in this video. Kids just running everywhere. I feel like I have to be an announcer for the fight because
Right.
nobody can see it.
I was just out there standing on my little piece of grass. Like, nobody better get on my fucking grass.
Yeah.
Cars are honking like those kids give a flying
No,
fuck,
dude.
dude.
What's funny is the cops just drive by all slow, like, and don't do anything. Like,
Oh, hell, I wouldn't either. That many kids.
Oh.
I'm like, eh.
I didn't hear anybody shout World Star.
Dude.
Yeah, seriously. World Star Hip Hop.
So my friend works at the donuts across the street.
Yeah.
That it was happening in their yard.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what she said. She's like, "Why didn't you yell World Star? You're out
Here's
there."
that Dr. Hagen, dentist. Fucked my. I did fuck my
Ernie,
tooth.
no, Ernesto Sabat or something. That's not.
There was a Dr. Hagen
It's a
across the street from me.
badass
It was
name.
Yeah, Ernesto.
Ernesto
They must be
Sabat.
new because when I lived over in Price Hill, there was a Dr. Hagen there, and he fucked my teeth up.
Ernesto Sabat. I on Easter Sunday I woke up with like the worst toothache like 5 years ago, and I had to bear it for a whole day. It was like the worst pain I'd ever been in, and I went over there the next morning. I said, I live right across the street. I have 2 teeth. Can you pull them out? He put me down. He said, you want Novocaine? It's going to be $100 extra. I said, let's do this, dude. And he just popped them out, and it wasn't even that bad. I was like, oh, it was instant relief.
Yeah.
Showed me my gnarly old tooth, and I was like, thank you. Can I hug you?
God.
He's like, no, you can pay me $300. And I'm
Right.
like, here you go.
That sounds horrible.
Yeah, dude, but I'm happy about it now.
God, that sounds horrible.
This was my one broken tooth, and he popped it out of my mouth for me.
Nice.
God, back before Rick and Ball's teeth was fucked up. My buddy, he just his teeth. We used to call him Snaggletooth. I mean, he had like they were so chipped and broken. I mean, most of them were pointy. But he would get toothaches so bad. Like I literally watched him take a fucking wrench, like pliers, and just fucking. No, he did. He fucking
got it out. Yeah.
And I was like, oh,
I was literally
God.
at that point, and since the tattoo shop was an old dentist office, I found the tooth pulling.
Oh yeah.
Down in the basement, and I
Nice.
had it, and I was like, there's like 2 different types, and it wasn't the type I needed.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I can almost get it.
That's
I was contemplating it. It was honestly one of the worst things. I've been tattooed all over. I know how bad everything hurts.
Yeah.
That effing hurt so bad.
God, I don't think I can do it.
I couldn't do that shit, dude.
Like you know, when you watch horror movies and you're like, you get to a scene where like you're forced to like cut something off.
Yeah.
Like, man, I don't know if I could do that. Like, I really don't. Like, I'd
I'm
probably
dead.
pass out before I did it.
I'm dead. Just kill me.
Somebody's with you, and that you know
Right.
them cut your thing off. Or not your thing, but
I mean, it could be. You never know. It depends on what movie you're watching, I
Yeah,
guess.
it could be a fucking Saw movie or some shit.
God, it was horrible.
Your penis is in a trap.
oh my god.
I dream like, fucking kill me.
You will learn the folly of your ways. It's, like, it's not me, it's it. It gets me into trouble.
It's not my fault. It's got a brain of its own.
Right, and then you're like cutting it off.
Do
and
you
you're like,
value your life or your manhood? You decide.
My life, kill me.
It's a lot of blood.
Oh, fuck that, dude.
I wonder if like you cut it off when it was hard, if it would just like explode with blood. Like,
I don't think it's gonna stay hard very long once you start.
well, I know, but it's so full. If you were to cut it,
Unless
then,
you're into that shit.
would it just be like a mini blood explosion?
I don't know, man.
Dude, I don't know. You'd probably like bleed out.
Oh, it definitely would bleed out.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's an artery, right? Penis has a
One
big vein
giant
going
artery,
through
I
it.
guess. I don't know.
I mean, there's a big vein going through it.
It's connected directly to my heart.
It's definitely an artery.
Right.
Oh, that's funny as fuck. Yeah. Wow. I don't know. I don't know. I really
can't get off it. I can't get
I
it
really
off my
want to
head.
know.
Well, now I'm trying to picture like what the machine is that's wrapped around
Well,
it.
people ask me.
I mean, it's got to be really tiny.
Something. It's got to be something that has like teeth in it, and then it's already got you.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Like you're not just gonna slip it off.
Yeah, it's already got you.
And
I'm almost picturing like one of those like sleeves that you get from Hustler that have the little bumps inside, but it's metal and there's spikes instead.
Right.
That's like what I'm picturing is that like.
And like you look it up. Those are like ancient birth control methods and stuff. Right? You're like,
and you gotta. I mean, I think you probably put a bunch of Viagra in you and shit, so there's no getting soft.
You're right. Yeah. He pumps you full of Viagra when he does it. You wake up hard. You can't.
So you can't get out of that son of a bitch, dude.
Jack, are you still listening? We're making this fucking movie.
Right.
I know, dude. You've got the next script right here.
It should be sawed off.
You're right.
Oh man.
Saw him stick his dick in something he shouldn't, so now I'm cutting it off.
Alright. That'd be a fucking good movie, dude. I'd watch it. I'd be alright with watching it, I think.
And then at the end, it's like ex-girlfriend that did it.
Right.
Yeah, like an ex-girlfriend that got fucking cheated on,
Yeah.
and now she's trying to cut every dick off in the world with some fucking torture device.
Or his illegitimate child that.
She'd take like the pig mask off and it's the ex-girlfriend.
Yeah.
And the last words in the whole movie is like, Jill, you slut. And it just cuts off.
Roll credits.
Yeah.
Dude, there's gotta be a movie like that already.
Yes, I feel like that's how that scene should go.
Jill, you slide. It's actually his right hand the whole time.
Right, yeah, oh, that's some Shyamalan shit, dude. You're throwing the fucking plot twist in.
What a twist!
Jack, I'm telling you, this is good stuff right here.
I know, dude.
You should be writing this down, Jack.
He missed out. The boat sailed now.
Mm-hmm.
We're in pre-production.
For pre-production, I already got the rights to it.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Oh, dude, water's good.
Is it?
Yeah, it's not as good as coffee, but it'll do.
I'm on my way here, and he goes, "Can you get milk?" And I was like, "Yeah, for what?" And he's like, "Coffee." So I stopped and get milk, and I get here, and he goes, "I just realized I'm out of coffee."
I was fancy about it, though. I asked for cream. Like a fancy individual.
But yeah, he originally asked for cream, and I was like, he's like, does anybody have any cream? Or can get some cream? And I was
I'll
like,
just have the butler get it.
I was like, what kind of cream? I was like, cream corn, ice cream, cream of wheat, cream of some young guy. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, milk. It's all
Milk.
you.
And what'd you end up drinking?
Carnation instant breakfast.
Carnation.
So I had chocolate milk. Yeah.
No coffee, so go carnation.
Yeah.
All right.
That's going to destroy me in the morning.
Might destroy you tonight.
Man, this shit.
So what we can do now, I want to do that little game.
Oh,
That everybody did on Facebook all day.
Every day, all day
Everybody
today. And like half of them are like,
Yeah.
I think this guy was doing it wrong because he just put. I'm like, there's no way he's seen all these bands.
Right.
Like that, unless you were born in the 70s, and I'm pretty sure I'm older than you, did not see Led Zeppelin.
Like, did it in reverse.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's exactly what he did.
Well, it was weird, though, because I was, I wrote him this morning, and I was like, it was early this morning, and I was like, dude, I've seeing like 3 people do this band thing. We should do this tonight. That'd be cool. And then, like by noon, like 30,000 people had done it, and I was like, why is this so popular?
Yeah.
But whatever, I didn't post it on Facebook, so we're going to do it on
There's
here.
only so many bands that come out here.
Yeah, seriously.
We all have the same list.
That's why I'm hoping, like, fucking, like, we talked about last week, U.S. Bank Arena's, like, they're supposed to get their facelift in the next 5 years because
That made it to Deadspin.
Oh, yeah, did it really?
Yeah.
Like, I'm kind of like, we talked about it on the podcast last week, I'm kind of pissed that it's, that they're finally getting the hair up their ass for NCAA, even though FC asked them to, and they were like, no, fuck off. Like, I'm just like, come on, you're doing it for something that's not even part of the city now.
Yeah.
And it's like the first and second rounds. Nobody even really,
Right.
like it's not even the rounds that count.
But at the end of the day, I'm still excited that place is going to get redone because that will bring bigger and better shows here.
It doesn't make any sense though because right now UC's spending $10 million to redo the inside of their Coliseum.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, so they could have just fucking had it there.
And
the rich motherfuckers that own it.
The Nederlander fucking...
Nederlander, yeah.
Yeah.
Nederlander, they could fucking pay for it themselves. Just
they could. They just don't want to.
Yeah.
Assholes.
Yeah, it's some bullshit, dude. Like, we're still, paying for both our new fucking stadiums. The Bengals stadium, we pay, in the contract, we pay for shit that isn't even in existence yet.
Yeah, I read that.
Like video replays
that
and
same
shit?
one, our taxes are responsible for any renovations, any upgrades.
Oh, man.
Virtual reality
anything,
replay
things they
screens.
have in the plan for the future
Holograms.
that isn't out yet,
It's already
we're
getting
responsible.
Yeah, they just tack it on.
I pay so much in taxes owning my own business.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet.
It's like I'm paying definitely somebody's sub-city worker's salary or something. Like, yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Next time they're doing construction out in front of your place, like, I'm paying your fuck. You better work harder, bitch.
Dude, I totally
They're
feel
shovel
like that
leaning.
too, right?
Walk out. Quit standing around. No more smoke breaks.
What's
I'm
that
paying.
fucking road down by the Money Vault? Is that Queen City?
Yeah.
That's been tore up forever.
Yeah.
They're still working on that shit.
Right in front of the shop is like a little valley between two hills, and they don't have any of their sewers like cleaned out down there. So when it rained hard 2 weeks ago, I got a foot of rain. Everybody down on Rapid Run has all their stuff out of their garage.
I saw the videos.
Yeah,
of it
I saw
going
that
down the
shit.
Oh my
street.
gosh.
Yeah,
My mom was right there.
and that's part of what they're fixing, isn't it?
Right,
They're
well,
doing that park thing or whatever.
So the last 2 weeks, they've been up and down that, cleaning out all the sewers, trying to make sure it doesn't happen again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw some of those videos. That was crazy.
And that's shit that needs to be done before springtime hits.
Right. But we didn't expect to get that much rain. I mean, we
Yeah.
haven't got hit like that. Imagine if that was snow.
Oh shit.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
God.
Yeah.
That'd
That
be
was
bad.
Easter. That was insane.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm gonna go with my list first.
Are you? Go
Yeah.
14.
My 10 are Green Day, Reverend Peyton's Big Damn Band, James Brown, Metallica, DMX, Jimmy Buffett, Crystal Method, Charlie Daniels Band, Whitechapel, and Eve 6.
I would say Charlie Daniels Band.
What's your guess?
DMX.
DMX?
No, his wife likes a lot of hip hop. I bet
Yeah.
he's.
Jimmy Buffett.
Oh, you
Oh,
never seen
really?
Jimmy
I've never
Buffett?
seen Jimmy
Oh.
That's why I was like, I'm gonna throw Jimmy Buffett on there as my
Dude,
fake one because
he's-
everybody in Cincinnati has seen Jimmy Buffett except for
Right.
me.
Yeah.
And he's coming this year. This year it's on a Saturday night that he's here. He's usually here on like a Monday
Yeah.
and Tuesday, so not every. It's gonna get crazy out there,
Yeah.
dude.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, the funny thing is, DMX and James Brown, I saw at the same show. It was at
That's
Woodstock.
awesome.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
That's
I mean, they
awesome.
were two artists that I actually did make sure I went and watched
Yeah.
their show.
Yeah.
It kind of sucked though because I mean, it was cool to see James Brown,
Mhm.
but it was supposed to be Aerosmith,
Yeah.
and Aerosmith pulled at the last minute,
And then we
and they
got
replaced it with
James
James
Brown.
Brown, and I was like, all right, still cool. I'd have loved to see Aerosmith. Now.
Yeah. I didn't write my list down.
Yeah. I'll read mine. I've got AFI, The Spice Girls, Less Than Jake, Falling in Reverse, Real Big Fish, Reggie and the Full Effect, Alkaline Trio, Brantley Gilbert, Slipknot, and Third Eye Blind.
Spice Girls. That's like one of the only not ska punk
Yeah.
bands.
I'm actually gonna go with Falling in Reverse.
Yeah, that's the one.
Is it really?
Spice Girls. I went to Spice World, Spice Girls World Tour, Spice World, some shit like that.
How old were you?
I don't know, like 11 or 12 maybe.
11 or 12? I mean,
Yeah.
I was probably in like 5th grade and Spice Girls were popular.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, my thought behind that was like, I know.
Baby Spice, dude, and Ginger Spice.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah, dude, those were my two Spice Girls.
Well, no, my thought was that I know you really, really like Falling in Reverse, but I was
Yeah.
like, have they been around long enough for him to go see a
Yeah.
show? Like, I don't
Right.
think he's been to a show.
Nah, they never come around here unless it's Warped Tour. I refuse to go to that shit.
I haven't went to Warped Tour in years.
No.
I've never been
Last
to a
time I
single
went,
tour.
it was like, I was in my 20s, but every kid that was there was like 12 or 13.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, dude, this just feels weird.
Yeah, I've never been to a Warped Tour at all. The only time, which I mean, I've told you this story, but the only time I've ever been to a Warped Tour is Chrissy's brother
Yeah.
was working for this company where he would, they were contractors. They'd build
Yeah.
stage sets and shit. And he was working Warped Tour.
Yeah.
And, you know, he worked all day, so he got this VIP bracelet for the after party.
Right.
But, you know, Matt's a little thug.
Yeah, he
He
don't
don't
want to
give
go
a
to that. Yeah.
So he called me up,
You went to the
and he was
after
like,
party?
yeah, he was like, dude, you want this bracelet? And I was like, fuck yeah. I was like, just sitting at home. I didn't even go to the show.
Which after party was it? Because I went to 3 of them.
Yeah, I
3
went
different, 3 different years.
One with Newfound Glory.
That when they did the acoustic
Yeah.
set, I was there,
Yeah,
dude.
I
I was
went to
up
that
front,
one.
man.
It was
Yeah.
screaming up front. But I'm from the
fucking
emo
2,
kid phase.
Yeah,
so,
right.
it was 2-3 years ago.
yeah, 2 or 3
Um,
years ago, I wouldn't know then.
Yeah, and because I know he's the reason I told him this story is because he's a huge Less Than Jake fan.
Yeah.
They had this tiki bar
Yeah.
at the after party, and Less Than Jake was serving drinks.
Oh, that's
So like every
awesome.
time I needed a drink, I got served by Less Than
That's
Jake.
awesome.
So it's like cool as
That's
fuck.
awesome.
But yeah, like I don't know, like
They've got some new shit out that sounds awesome too. FYI.
I love Less Than Jake.
Anybody wants to check them out?
I'm not real huge into the punk world.
Yeah.
So I mean, honestly, when I was there was very few bands
Yeah.
I recognized. I was just
If I would have went 3 years ago, I wouldn't have known any of those.
Yeah.
bands.
yeah. I would say a total of
Right.
maybe 4 bands that I was like
Right.
I knew at least one guy. I was like I recognize that guy. But yeah, no, it was cool. It was cool. We stayed and hung out, and it was just me and Josh. I called Josh. But like, dude, I got these fucking bracelets. Let's go down. And
yeah, it's nice.
yeah, we hung out for a little bit, and we Other than talking to Less Than Jake to order our drinks, I didn't talk to anybody. Like, we didn't do anything. We just kind of stood there and, like, drank our drinks and, like, oh, look, there's that band over there. Right. They're hanging out. And that was all we did. That was cool, though.
That Newfound Glory show that me and him were at, they did a whole acoustic. Everybody did an acoustic set that night. Yeah. And then Newfound Glory played a bunch of stuff. Like, Taking Back Sunday played a bunch of Saves the Day that night or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And no one knew the words but, like, me and this other guy. And I'm up fucking screaming in the front. He's like, you know all the words, huh? And I was like, yep, yelling at him, singing another song. And he's just like, no, we're going back to our songs.
I never really cared for Newfound Glory. Yeah. And then Taking Back Sunday and all that shit, that was a little past my time.
Right.
Like,
yeah. I understand.
By that time, I was, like, getting into, like, really, like that's when I was getting, like, Lamb of God and Flames and the real heavy stuff. And, and, like, you and Dominic, because Dominic actually got me into, the only band from that era that I actually got into that he got me into, which Dominic's my brother, was Alexis on Fire.
Yeah.
I loved Alexis on Fire. I thought they were awesome. Nobody else I really got into.
Right, and that's how me and Aaron know each other, is because I grew up with his brother Dominic.
Oh, okay.
And we listened to a ton of the same music growing up.
And I know you've never met my brother, but you're essentially sitting with my brother.
Everybody says that, but we are both big, dark-haired guys and stuff, and we're both big, goofy guys. And we have a lot of fun together, but, like, I remember being, like, 17, Dominic! And I'm like, dude, I'm not Dominic.
Right.
And they're like, oh. Straight up from behind, you're Dominic. I'm like, I know. I'm not wearing knee-high socks though, bro.
I'm not a juggalo.
Right. And that, like, when I met Dominic, he was punk as fuck, and he was like, we were all wearing old work shirts, and Dominic had Liberty Spikes, like, big as hell. And then the next year, half the dudes turned into thugs, and then half of them turned into juggalos. And I was like, am I the only punk rock kid left? And then like, yes, you are.
Yeah, I remember telling him when that happened. When he turned into a juggalo, I was like,
his hair.
You could have been anything. You could have been anything, and I wouldn't have cared. But a juggalo.
Oh my god.
But a juggalo for real.
Him and his buddy Eric had their hair up in the thing.
They do like the tall braids, and they paint their face up.
Oh, for real, dude. They did the clown face.
Oh yeah,
and they wore the jerseys every day, and they brag about how much the jerseys cost. And I'm like, oh my god. Yeah, that's cool that you spent $120 on
the jersey that you're not going to wear next year.
And you look like a jackass.
I can't wait to go to the gathering.
Right. Oh my gosh.
You want some fake?
So, it was years ago. I had a big old black Ford F-150. And in front of Bogart.
I thought you were going somewhere else.
I did too, dude.
No.
I got a big old black cock in my ass.
So I'm pulling up to Bogart's with my buddy. He's a little younger than me. And ICP was playing that night. And the line was going all the way down past the corner and stuff. And I said, you want to see something fucking cool? And he said, what? And I rolled down my window. I was like, ICP fucking sucks! And I just started a riot.
Yeah.
And all these Fago bottles and shit started coming at my truck. And I just slammed on my fucking gas and left a bunch of smoke, dude. It was so funny. He's like, why'd you do that? And I was like, oh, that was totally worth it.
That's fucking funny.
Dude.
Yeah, Dominic used to try to get me into it so bad. He'd be like, but no, man. Like, the cards, the Joker cards, and there's this whole thing.
Yeah.
You know, everyone's a different thing. Yeah. He was like trying to sell me on it, and I'm like, nah, dude.
And then they got into Cottonmouth Kings because weed was cool. And then
Yeah.
And like, I'm not a juggalo anymore. I'm like, you're just like one step better, alright? Like, that's
ICP did a 180 and started getting all religious and shit.
Oh, yeah. I can't remember the name of that album, but the one with the little, like, red guy in the clouds or whatever.
Yeah. Dude, they used to play, when I lived above the Madison Theater, I'd always go through the front, like, no matter if there were concerts or not.
Yeah.
But when it was ICP shows, I would go through the back. I'd use the stage entrance.
That's awesome that you lived up there.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I almost burned it down.
Oh, man.
I was a little intoxicated. And I put a pot of oil on the stove, and I wanted a corn dog. So I just got a corn dog out of the freezer, and I dropped it in the door, and it was like a Jesus flare. And, like, it caught the cabinets on fire.
Oh, man.
Covington Fire Department had to come. I had to call the fire department. I almost burnt that son bitch down. That was a fun place, though.
Dude, half the city would have hated you if you had done that.
Right.
I mean, it's still going.
Well,
so.
the best part about those, when I moved in, the cabinets were already fire damaged. And she said, when I moved in, she said, yeah, this guy, he worked at the RS too, and he's on my team now. Yeah. She said he was drunk and he started a grease fire. Like, swear to God. And then, like, right before my lease was up, fucking grease fire.
Ah, shit.
But, like, you could get on the roof of the place and shit. It was pretty cool.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've actually somewhat seen ICP because they were at that Woodstock show, and
Yeah.
we were kind of like by the stage during the time they were playing, and me and Chrissy kind of like walked over.
He was in the front row dancing and shit.
No, I was like, I could like barely see the stage lights, and Chrissy's like, "You want to go there?" And I was like, "No, it's close enough." I was like, "I don't want to get sprayed with Faygo," but like I could like barely see the lights. That's how far away we were.
Smells like orange soda and bad weed over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck that shit, man.
It sounds cool through the microphone. Yeah.
Bloop, 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 bloop. It's not like an alcoholic.
I know, right? It's water, I promise.
Dude, I was talking to actually my brother this week.
Oh, yeah.
You know, he's lived in Seattle for quite a few years now, and I kept telling him. I found out when I went out there. I was like, I wanted to go see the Singles apartment from the movie Singles.
Yeah.
I was like, I want to go see the apartment. And so we went, but like during that time, he was like, I've never seen Singles. And I was like, dude, you've lived out here for like 2 years now. You've still never seen Singles? He just watched it. Like, literally just watched it like last week. And he's calling me and he's telling me all about it. And he was like, I don't know, man. Like, I mean, it was a cool movie. You know, it was definitely like, you know, like a good, like, you know, nostalgic thing for the 90s and this and that. He was like, but being a Seattleite, he was like, there was like this one scene. He was like, you remember the chick that was like on the bike, and then she was at the wrong restaurant, so then she had to like get on her bike to go meet the dude at another restaurant, and I was like, yeah, and he was like, dude, none of that was like, she couldn't have got there from that, like that wasn't even real, and I was like, no, you're probably right. I was like, but do you remember the movie Airborne?
Yeah.
You remember this race scene?
Yeah.
That shit wasn't possible.
Right.
I was like, they started in Devil's Backbone,
Right,
somehow
yeah.
made their way to Price Hill, and then ended up downtown.
And
Right.
I was
Park
like,
and shit.
yeah,
Yeah.
I was like, it wasn't even possible.
Right, because I was like, Devil's Backbone. I'm like, my mom lives right down at the end of it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's windy, but I mean, you couldn't race down it for an hour. You get down there
Yeah.
in 3 minutes.
And then it's there, and then it's over. Yeah, I think the race, I think it actually did start, like when they started the race, I think it actually was on Devil's
You know,
Backbone. And they-
Jack Black was in that movie.
Yeah.
And Seth Green was in that
Yeah.
movie.
Yep.
That was a good
Dude,
movie, man.
did you just call me a piece of ladies' underwear?
Yeah.
That's always I remember Jack Black saying, because the dude from California was
Right.
like, well, it's cool, bro. And he'd be like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
did you just call me a piece of ladies' underwear? Yeah, that was shot in West High.
Oh, yeah?
Yep.
I didn't even realize it was shot in West High.
Yep, that's where
All
this
those hooligans that I showed you
Yeah.
are from West High.
was. Yeah. I'm sure they cleared them out before the movie.
Oh, my
But
gosh.
still.
Right.
Yeah, but like all the little neighborhoods, it looks like it's about Hyde Park.
Yeah, where the actual house was, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I know the school was West High. I know the race scene started in Devil's Backbone,
Yeah.
and then somehow they were in like Price Hill,
Yeah.
and then or not Price Hill, but Clifton, and then
Yeah.
they ended by the arena, the U.S. Bank Arena,
Yeah.
and I was just like, that's not even possible.
Right.
That whole race was a fucking sham.
Your impression of your brother is spot on, though. Like when you talk, like you have your brother's mannerisms down and stuff real well.
Yeah, I was actually just telling him that too, because I was like
Yeah.
telling him ever since I started the podcast, I'll go back and listen to it,
Yeah.
and certain ways I say things, I hear him, and I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, well, like he
you-
probably
yeah,
got
I
that from
definitely-
me,
Yeah.
but
Right.
like I never noticed it until recently.
But when you do your impression of him, I hear him talking, and you have his mannerisms.
Yeah, I taught that kid everything he knows. That's why. So you want to do your bands, or do you not have them?
I don't have him.
Don't have them. You want to try to ramble shit off, or just don't even care?
The list is like so effing long, and there's some stuff that you would be like, oh, definitely that one. And I'm like, no, I've seen that.
Well, that's kind of why, like, I threw like some ones that you would never think I've seen on there. Like, I was trying to fuck people up.
Fucking, I liked my list. It was alright. You know what else I liked?
What?
Pictures of J.J. Phillips' son.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
JJ.
Talented and super sexy, man.
Super hot.
Yeah. So I throw that out there.
Is she listening right now? Did you say that for a reason?
Right. Yeah, she actually wrote me earlier and told me to say that. So.
I'll pay you to say that up
Right.
right. JJ Phillips is a new friend of ours. She's a horror author. She
Oh, that's
just
cool.
released her
from
first
Dayton.
book, which
Yeah, I can obviously
we
tell
have
that you're
it.
into horror books.
it's in my backpack.
This is
I've
all
realized-
Stephen King.
A lot of it is. Yeah, those are all the books I haven't read
Except for
yet
Cheech.
because I'm
Yeah.
That's not super
stuck on fucking It forever.
Yeah,
The longest book in the world. I
I'm
think
sure
it's
you
bigger
guys-
than the Bible.
I'm sure you guys have already talked about the new It.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, it looks awesome.
I just love
I
all the
can't
memes
wait,
coming
dude.
from it and stuff. But it's like, I got the new Star Wars trailers down here, and the dude's like crawling
Yeah.
down.
Well, right
sewers.
before we started, I was waiting for you to get here. I was like scrolling, and I saw one. It was Pennywise, and he was like, "We've got Mustangs down here." And then the next one was guys cementing up a manhole. I was like, "Yeah, that's kind of fun." Yeah, no, that dude, it looks phenomenal. It does. It looks so good.
Yeah, it looks really good, dude.
I think it's so good. I think it's like the fucking third or fourth podcast we brought it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the way they have the new Pennywise looking though.
Mhm.
I'm like, he looks sinister as
Yeah.
fuck.
Oh yeah, he does. I mean, yeah. I mean, the first Pennywise was scary, but I mean, not as
That's why
scary
he,
as this.
Yeah.
he captured that character so well and stuff, and he wasn't going for like evil scary. He's going for like
Fun and demented.
it's gonna fuck with your head a little
Right.
bit. I didn't like that movie when I was a little kid. Chucky, Leprechaun, anything
Oh,
like.
dude, yeah.
Alright, like anything that was like appealing to you that they turned around on you, I was like, nah.
One
Well,
of
that-
the only... Oh, sorry. One of the only real memories I have of Hulk Hogan, my real dad,
Oh yeah.
was him scaring the hell out of me with My Buddy. After
Yeah,
Chucky
oh,
came
yeah.
out. Yeah.
And then like my
Well,
older
fuck you,
brother,
dude.
right?
Yeah.
My
Like,
older
I
brother
would-
showed me Chucky.
I couldn't, because it was like, I lived in Covington, it was like a shotgun house.
Yeah.
So it was kitchen,
Yeah, I know what
living
you're talking about.
living
Yeah,
room. In that middle room, if I was going from the living room to the kitchen,
Chucky was
I
there.
got 90 miles an hour down there. Even when I was like older, like fuck, dude, he traumatized me. I had like PTSD or some shit.
Yeah, because
Are you mad at your dad for that?
Huh?
Are you mad at him for that?
I
did that. I did that with my brother.
Yeah, my brother did it to me too because he was like, "Hey, you see this guy? He does it too." I'm like,
Yeah, I kept telling my brother that my buddy comes to life like Chucky does.
Yeah.
And one day while I was at school, and it was before he was even started school, I come home from school to find out that my mom had to rush him to the hospital because he took his My Buddy doll into the bathroom with like a knife from the kitchen and started stabbing it and trying to kill it. But he fucking
Stabbed
sliced
the
his sting
shit.
off right here. His little like
Oh, his little
the
connection.
webbing between the sliced it off. And he had to go get stitches. So that was always my fault. I scared the shit out of my brother and made him think his My Buddy doll was Chucky.
my brother was just like, "Yeah, I'm friends with him, and he comes alive when you go through my stuff." Like,
Dude, that's way smarter
Yeah,
play. I should have done that.
Fucking webbing, dude.
Yeah,
Shit that we
sliced
don't
right
need
through
that
it.
Your
we
man.
should
hand
have evolved
crotch.
from. Yeah. I just read something interesting online where, I guess if you make a fist like this, some people have a tendon that pops up.
yeah,
right there.
ours and some people don't.
Yeah, some people don't. So if you don't have it, you have evolved.
She was listening. She hearts us.
Well,
JJ
Oh
was
shit!
listening.
Nice.
Yeah. So, yeah. Actually, I was talking about Dominic this week. Is he is also reading it right now.
oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
But he was like, part of me wants to go back and watch the movie because I was so young. And he was like, but when I think about it, like I cringe.
Yeah, that's how.
And
I
he
am,
was like,
too.
but is it just my childhood memories
No.
thinking of that, or is it really cringy?
Right, you're really.
And I'm
gonna
like,
have
well,
bad
no, because in
dreams,
all
too.
reality, I was like, like me and him talked about it. I was like, it was a made-for-TV movie.
Right.
Like, it's not, like, I mean,
It's
yeah,
not
it
that
fucks with your
yeah,
head, but there's
yeah.
nothing, like, super
It's
fucking
not
gory.
or-
Yeah.
yeah.
I was like, it was a
You
three-part
really don't see any
made-for-TV
of the kids get
miniseries.
murdered or
You're
anything.
right.
Right?
And I was like, in all honesty, I was like, I've actually, like, seen reviews of
Yeah.
people that have gone back and watched it. They haven't watched it since they were
Mhm.
kids, and they're like, oh, the new one's coming out, I'm going to go back and watch it. And everybody that I've seen so far is just like, this is fucking horrible. Like, I can't even hardly get through this. It's
Yeah.
so bad. And, yeah, so I don't know. I haven't seen it since I was
feel
a
like
kid
a
either,
lot of
but-
people are like that with a lot of Stephen King, though. It's either you're like crazy about Stephen King, or you could do without him. But
In all reality, my favorite Stephen King movies aren't even his horror movies.
right,
Stand By Me, Green Mile, fucking Shawshank Redemption. It's
Shawshank
those
Redemption,
movies.
yeah.
Like, I mean, he writes
Right.
amazing horror movies or books, and some of the movies, like Shining's good. That's not, Shining's
Mhm.
Stephen King, right?
yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I thought so. For a half a second, I was like, wait, isn't that Stanley Kubrick?
Oh no, yeah. That's Steve.
But no, I mean that's a good movie, but yeah, I definitely like his dramatic. I don't even know what you want to call them, thrillers. I'm not even thriller. I don't even know.
It's really its own genre now.
It is kind of. I think it's, like a movie like Stand By Me. I don't even know what you would put category you would put that in.
Yeah, someone called me out because I've never seen Carrie.
Oh,
the
really?
Movie, yeah.
You seen the old one or the new one?
I
No?
saw bits and pieces of the new one. I think I saw where they killed pigs.
Yeah.
And
Chloe Moretz is
I didn't see the. I haven't seen the first one. I guess I need to watch that.
Carrie's good. Both of them.
Yeah.
Chloe Moretz is hot though. Chloe Moretz is so hot.
I don't know who that is.
The chick that played the new Carrie.
Oh, okay.
And she's also in Kick-Ass.
Oh yeah, she's
Oh, okay.
Hit Girl and Kick-Ass and
Nice.
stuff.
Okay.
She's been acting since she's been able to talk.
Yeah,
honestly,
and
'cause
she always played, even when she was 12, she played like fuck you parts too.
Right.
Like she'd be cussing up a storm and
Yeah.
She's like a little. There's episodes of My Name Is Earl where she's like a little girl and stuff.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
So, she's been acting for a long time.
yeah, I like her. I like her. She always plays really cool roles. Like
Yeah.
all her roles, she chose.
I didn't see the new Carrie. I heard it was rad though.
Oh, I liked it. Oh yeah, that was pretty good. I mean, it was. I'd say pretty true to the
Yeah,
original.
yeah,
They added their
that's
own
right,
little
yeah,
spin
yeah.
on it, but
Yeah.
for the most part, it was pretty true to the original.
Basically, yeah, she has powers at the end, and now we can actually like show cool stuff that she can do with them.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
Yep. What else? What other movies does Stephen King do?
Oh, he's done all kinds of them. Dude, Christine.
Christine, yeah, that was
Cujo.
good. I saw Christine at Whorehound that year that I went. Christine
Oh,
in
yeah.
the car was there.
Cujo.
Cujo's good.
Yeah.
What was the movie where like I think it was about aliens? And, like there was a
Mist.
farmhouse or something. God, what the
I don't
I can't remember
know.
that one.
The Mist.
But I remember he lived in the
Fucking
farmhouse.
movie.
That Mist was good.
Yeah. It was alright. Secret Window? No,
That wasn't Stephen King.
That's a good movie, though.
That was a good movie. That movie was demented as fuck.
Yeah, I don't know any Stephen King. Pet Cemetery, those were good.
Oh hell yeah, that's probably my top favorite horror movie. It
Yeah.
is.
Don't go buried in the
Yeah.
Indian burial ground.
Misery. Yeah, that was a good one too.
Oh, Misery was good as fuck.
I didn't know that was Stephen King, honestly.
Oh,
But
yeah.
that was good.
Yeah. The Langoliers, that was a TV miniseries.
Mm-hmm.
That sucked.
Stephen King's good. I like
Yeah.
it. Even though I've never read his books. And honestly, like I look at that,
Yeah, it's
I'm
a
like,
pretty. I mean, like,
yeah.
You're right.
that's a lot of reading.
Yeah.
I watched the movie.
There's a couple little short Stephen King books over there.
I mean, some of these are small.
Yeah, that's not bad.
No,
Yeah, see, that's more my style. I get that.
but
That's
That-
that's the Bible, dude. Like it's bigger than the
that's
Bible, I
the,
think.
I mean, if you were to square it out,
And
that's
it's not
about
big. Like open it, it's not big words at all.
No man,
Like
that's
he's put
tiny.
some shit in there.
Yeah,
Like half the time, I don't even remember what's going on.
I mean, look at this old picture of him now. That's an old picture of him. Look at him now.
Oh yeah, he kind of looks like some of his characters now.
Yeah.
Tommy Knockers, Ashley said.
Oh yeah, Tommy Knockers. That
Yeah,
was
that
good.
was good.
Thinner.
Monkey Shines.
Yeah,
That
Thinner.
was good. Thinner. Oh, Thinner was good. I liked
Yeah.
Thinner.
See, now they're all coming back.
Yeah, I can't do that. Like I don't know, because I started reading Parental Bloodshed. I
Did you start
started it,
All right,
and
good. Well,
I've
trust me, you got
learned
plenty of
I've
time
learned
before
very
you get to
quickly that I don't have a lot of time to read.
Right? Yeah.
Like, but dude, it's honestly, I'll tell you this. Like, I read 2 chapters. Dude, it starts off fucking amazing.
That's
like,
awesome.
it starts off, it like gets you right when it
Mhm.
starts, and you're like, oh, it's fucking like, you know, it's not like. Not much of a build up, which I kind of like that. It's it doesn't start in like, you know, building everybody and kind of like slow and what's going on. It like fucking starts and punches you.
Oh
and I'm like,
fuck, dude.
hell yeah,
The Shining,
Right. He said the
Yeah, we
Shining.
said
Shawshank Redemption.
Yep.
yeah. Well, that's
Green
what I
Mile.
said. Green Mile, Shawshank, and Stand By Me.
Right.
Those are the
You
three
said,
movies.
did you say those?
Yeah, it's
he
like
said
I like
that.
his drama
He said,
type movies
he
more than
doesn't
his
do
horror
all
movies.
horror.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Yeah, that's what I said. I don't know how to fit those in a category though. They're not horror, but I don't know what they are.
My
Right.
bad, bro.
Gosh.
Now I'm looking through all of his movies. Like, some of them I've never even heard of.
Colorado Kid, Leslie said. I don't even know what that is. Even. Don't know what that is either. No clue.
Didn't he do, was it Stephen King fucking, Maximum Overdrive with the fucking trucks, the semi-trucks that
The
came alive?
AC/DC movie?
Yeah. Wasn't that Stephen King?
I don't know.
I might have to look it up.
Is it on that list?
It has to be
What do you
back in the 80s.
That was definitely the 80s.
IMDb.
I love IMDb.
Cujo, Creep Show.
Creep Show is good. IMDb is my Bible.
Cat's Eye, dude.
My
That
Bible.
movie was fucking weird.
I don't think I saw that one.
The little troll. Fucking weird. Cat kills it. It's awesome.
No clue.
Maximum Overdrive. Yeah, I
Is
knew
that
it,
him?
dude. Yeah. Lawnmower Man.
Oh, Lawnmower Man's the shit.
Apt Pupil. Running Man.
We've already named like 30.
Yeah, no, right?
Yeah, right. He's done so much stuff.
That's crazy.
Yeah, dude.
I don't think I realized.
I didn't know he did Running Man.
Yeah, I didn't either. So is he involved
Well,
with the
Children
new
of the
Running Man?
Corn? Huh?
Is he involved with the new Running Man?
Oh,
Or is that completely separate from
let me
Stephen
go
King
to
World
his-
altogether?
Let me go to his upcoming. Fucking love IMDb.
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah.
What's he say? Running Man? Oh, redoing Cujo.
Are they really?
They're redoing Cujo?
Yeah. They're making The Mist a TV show.
The first Cujo was good enough. I don't think you need to remake it.
That's all
No, I don't see
movies.
any Running Man on here, man.
Yeah, there's a new. It's like Running Man 2049, I think it's called, or something like that.
Fuck.
Something. It's like a year, but I didn't know if it was gonna be.
If Arnold's not in it, it
Right.
doesn't count.
He'll get in it.
Yeah, he has to do a cameo,
Mhm.
dude. Did he do The Thing? I don't think he did.
I don't know about that.
Fuck, man, he did a lot of movies.
That's
Or I
kinda
guess a lot
crazy.
of his stories were adapted into movies.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I guess that's how that works. The Man Who Loved Flowers. I mean,
The Man Who Loved Flowers.
yeah.
Would never take that out.
Oh, he wrote a couple episodes for the X-Files, too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's coming
That's
back.
cool. I love. Yeah.
That's coming back. I started seeing I think posters for it or artwork for it.
Didn't they put out a
Yeah,
new
there's
season of
the
it?
new season, yeah. I think
Yeah,
there's
Oh, it's
new
already
movie.
out?
Yeah, but
It
there's a
was-
new movie coming out.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
They put out a new season, right?
Yeah, there's a new season out. I tried to, because they were putting out a new season of 24. And, I tried to...
never watched
I
that.
tried to watch it from the beginning, because, I had never seen it before.
No one's gonna be better than
Dude.
Special Agent Jack Bauer.
Dude, those first episodes,
Yeah.
fucking rough, son.
Yeah.
I was like, people watch this shit?
Oh my gosh.
It was sound effects were out of control when I forgot that it came out before they really had CGI flames and shit, so
Yeah.
the flames looked like old ass Incredible Hulk fucking flames and shit.
I remember my dad; he was obsessed with that show.
The
but
cell
I've
phones
never
were the
seen it.
Nokias and the flip phones.
Yeah, yeah.
Dude, this
He's
is
yelling
weird.
into a brick phone the
Yeah.
whole time, right?
Yeah.
Right.
That's funny. Yeah, I've never.
I've got
Never
2
seen-
hours.
I've got 2 hours.
Can you hear me now?
That's funny.
Yeah, dude. I wouldn't mind seeing The Mist as a TV show if they did it right.
If they did it right, that could be cool.
It only ends one way, so I don't know where they're planning to go with it.
Well, I mean, that's kind of what they're doing. TV shows nowadays, they're only writing. They start them to only intend to have, 3, 4, 5 seasons, and then it ends.
Yeah.
Because everybody's attention span's not long anymore.
Like Wilfred, that was
Yeah.
over after 3 seasons. Fucking, there's a bunch.
Oh,
of
was
them.
it? I only watched the first season,
The
which I thought was
League, that was 3
hilarious.
seasons.
I like Wilford because it reminds me of Star Wars because it like Han Solo understands everything Chewie says,
Yeah.
but no one else does,
Yeah.
and it's like Wilford. So he's like
Yeah.
this fucking bloke. No, let's not. We're
Like
not doing it. And
The
he's like,
pothead version of Star
Yeah,
Wars.
yeah.
Legit.
Yeah.
That was 3 seasons.
Yeah. That was only 3 seasons because they got canceled though.
Yeah. Fucking assholes. That was
Yeah,
a good show.
Well, Netflix is doing its duty on revamping old shows and
I know,
stuff.
I hope they'll
but
pick it up.
they haven't. Like, I was so excited for them to bring back Arrested Development,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and then they did an okay job on
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. No, actually, I had never even seen an episode of Arrested Development until Netflix brought it back.
Oh, man.
And then I went and watched all of them.
It's great.
Like, it was
All of
an
it.
amazing show. It was so
Yeah.
funny.
I
That show was great.
I don't find myself watching new shows. I find myself going back and watching every bit of the old show. So
Yeah.
Actually, I want to go back. I actually want to go back and watch Sons.
Do you?
And I want to go back and watch Dexter.
Yeah, Dexter was a good one.
I want to start Dexter over.
I started Twin Peaks.
Yeah, I don't know.
It was.
Never watched that.
It's a little rough too, but it was made to be like a spoof.
the old one,
Yeah.
yeah, I know exactly.
Yeah.
It's on Hulu. I know what you're talking
Yeah.
about. I've never watched Breaking Bad. Everybody's like,
Oh,
"Have you
really?
not seen Breaking Bad?"
Dude, it's so good.
God,
man.
that show's amazing. That's probably one of my favorite TV shows I've
I've
ever watched.
never, yeah, everybody says that and stuff. I eventually will probably get around to it. But I'm not into The Walking Dead, and everybody's like,
Really?
I've never watched a full episode.
Dude.
Everybody tells me I love it and stuff, and
Yeah.
I'm sure I'd like it and stuff. But I'm so against it because I know I'm going to get on Facebook and note. Like,
Oh yeah.
I've never watched it, but I already know a ton about it. And it's
Yeah.
just because of Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah. That kind of happened with me, actually. Like, I got onto the Sons of Anarchy game, like, way late.
Yeah.
And before I even saw any episode, I knew that Opie died.
Right.
Didn't know what that meant at the time.
Yeah.
But fucking 4 seasons in, I'm watching this show, and I know who Opie is, and I'm
Yeah.
like, this dude's gonna die at some point.
Right,
Like,
you know he's gonna
I
die.
really like him. He's gonna die. Like, that's all I could think about the whole time I was watching the show. Like, I like this guy. He's gonna
That's
die.
why I never wanted to read ahead with Game of Thrones or anything.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, "Oh, I'm already ahead of the show because I read the books," and I'm like, "Well, don't tell me anything."
Right.
I mean,
That's one I've never seen. I want to watch Game of
Oh,
Thrones.
yeah.
I need
Oh, you never watched
I
it?
need somebody's HBO Go thing.
right?
Yeah.
Like, so I can log in and watch it because
Use Dixon's.
oh, the other one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would love to watch that show. But
It's pretty rad. I liked it a lot. You get invested in a lot of characters.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
my favorite character is played by Peter Dinklage, and he still hasn't died yet.
Yeah.
And Peter Dinklage is just like a badass in
Yeah.
that whole show.
I drink and I know things.
Right? He gets an axe to the face, and then he's fine.
But yes, Ashley, Opie dying. That was like, even though that I knew it was coming, it was
Right.
still like the saddest episode ever. Like, when it happened, I think I still cried. I was like, oh my god, Opie died. Dude, Sons was awesome though. Sons was totally fucking awesome.
Yeah, dude, you've got to watch Games of Thrones, man.
Oh, I'd love to. Dude, Chrissy was watching this fucking show before I left called Harlots.
I've
I
seen it
saw
on.
it post,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's like
It's on
Victorian.
It's on Hulu.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like fucking old English Victorian whorehouses.
Yeah.
And I'm watching, like, I knew she'd been watching it, and I knew what harlots were,
Right.
but I'm like, holy fuck.
Yeah, don't
Like,
let
every
it-
fucking scene is like sex or something sexual
Right.
or fucking something's crazy going on. I was like, I might have to start watching this. Well, that's kind of how I got into Orange is the New Black, though.
Right.
Because she kept watching this show about these prison girls, and I'm like,
Yeah.
and I'd be doing my own thing, not really paying attention. And I remember, like, she was in bed one night, and she's over there watching. She's like, she's 6 episodes in or something, and I'm doing something. I'm on my phone or something, and I look up, and I see these two girls just fucking going at it, and I was like, what the fuck are you watching? And she was like, this is Orange is the New Black, and I was like, for real? You gotta start it over now because I have to watch this with you now, like, and that's,
you're like, yeah, smell her a little bit.
yeah. So that's how I got hooked on Orange is the New Black.
So you like Tyrion?
Which one?
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
Tyrion.
I like Ramsay Bolton.
I like
Yeah.
Ramsay, and I
He's my
like
favorite.
I like Podrick.
Oh,
Podrick the Pimp.
Yeah.
Tyrion pays his way in a whorehouse, and like 5 girls are like coming at him.
Oh, really?
And he comes back and he throws the money back down on the table, and he goes, "I told you to like mess around with all those girls, man." He said, "Oh, I did, but I did such a good job they didn't make me pay him." And then he's like, "Here, you need to tell me about this." And like, he's like, "You tell me more about this."
Yeah, I need to watch this show.
Yeah,
It
it's
sounds
awesome.
Everything I've heard about it just sounds awesome.
The Hound's awesome.
Yeah.
What's left of the Stark family's awesome.
Yeah.
Jon Snow's a beast. A beautiful black stallion in a cold, snowy world.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. I like it. So speaking of tattoos,
Yeah.
nobody said
Let it go,
tattoos.
Uber.
Yeah, I know, right? We're gonna do our top 5. Top 5, or it's not really top 5, but our next 5 tattoos
That we want.
we want. Do you even at this point like have a room?
Oh yeah, I have a ton of room. I'm
Yeah.
actually very lightly I guarantee you have more tattoos than me.
Yeah.
And I own a tattoo shop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My legs, I only have 2 on my legs right now. I have 1 full sleeve. I have my chest halfway done. And then I have, a ton of blank space on this arm still.
Oh, really? I always see it the short sleeve. I just see
Right,
it.
yeah. I have the outside of that arm done, but the whole inside of that arm, so.
Huh.
I've got well more than 5 tattoos, but you go with.
Have you tattooed yourself?
Oh yeah, I got this rocket ship on my shin. On my thigh that I did to myself. I think I was like 3 months into my apprenticeship, and I asked my old mentor, and I said, "Carl, every great tattoo artist has tattooed himself," and he looked at me and said, "Every fucking one of them." And I went down to the basement in this dirty old room and did it to myself.
Yeah.
And I came up with the line work, and I said, "It looks really bad, but I did it." And they said, "Finish it, pussy." I said, "It hurts." And he's like, "It helps you learn your depths, because I've made every one of my apprentices tattoo themselves now. And you figure out how hard you have to press.
Yeah.
And it's to where it really fucking hurts."
Yeah.
And you're like, "Oh, ow, that hurt. Oh, it laid a line. That's nice." But they're like, "Finish it, pussy." And I was like, "Okay." It looked horrible when I went, like, before I colored it in. And then I colored it in, and all the colors stuck and everything. And everybody's like, "Hey, that doesn't look half bad." And I did that so long ago.
That's crazy.
I still have ones from 16 that I stick and poked on my leg that I haven't covered up yet or anything.
I had an anarchy sign.
Yeah. Only a few people see it, and they're like, "Why haven't you covered that yet?" I'm like, "I don't really fucking care that much."
Yeah.
Right.
It'll get covered one day. I'm not in a big rush. Tattoos are every day for me, so.
Yeah.
Right. Yep. We ain't going anywhere. All right, I'll go first. My number 1 is the one you just got.
Oh, yeah.
I want my face.
You're
Oh, you
fucking
got. Let me
face.
see it.
Oh, yeah. I'll just show it to you when we get done.
Haha.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
But now that I saw, a buddy of ours went on a road trip.
Yeah.
He drove. He's in the club, and he
Yeah.
went to Colorado.
Yeah.
He convinced some random fucking girl
To get
to
it.
get it tattooed on her. But the artist did, the Unshaven Misfits in it. And it actually, I don't know how big it was, though.
Yeah.
But it actually didn't turn out bad. I was like,
that's cool.
oh, I don't know. I kind of like the letters in it. I was
Yeah.
like, I just assumed
You can only do it so small.
you could only do it,
Right,
so small. I don't know how big she got up it. I mean,
Fuck.
it looked good. And
Yeah.
I was like, but I still can't
That
believe
lettering
did
that you guys picked for that, though, is really easy lettering and stuff. And then
Oh, yeah,
you can do it
kind of
pretty
nice
small.
and thick.
I could do it that small and make it look good and stuff. So
Yeah, so Devin with that. And I'm not saying anything by this, but I still want a crow-related tattoo.
yeah. I still have all that stuff, right? Yeah.
Sting.
You get Sting
He does it
tattooed
every
on
time.
you.
Sting.
Is this Sting or Crow?
Look, it's fucking Sting, dude. That crow doll he has here, I don't know where it's at now, but That's fucking Sting, dude. You may as well have like a baseball bat and say NWO on it.
Fuck them. I want a corn logo somewhere.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not like, you know.
Fuck, you're cool, dude.
But no, it was kind of like, because it's such like a such an integral part of my life.
Right.
You know, it's like
It's
such like
nostalgic
a
and
shaping
yeah,
who
right.
I am.
Listening to it on the school bus, like.
Yeah.
And this is on my list, dude. And I think I came up with this. I think I told you about this the same night I came up with it. Was at Dominic's bachelor party, the tramp stamp.
No, I didn't make it to Dominic's bachelor party. No, I was there.
You were there.
Yeah,
you were there early.
I was there. I was only there for like an hour, but you were well into being very drunk.
Yeah, and I came up with this idea for a tattoo that night, and I told you about it. But I want a tramp stamp. But I want the tramp stamp to be a stamp. I was like, look at the stamp, and then it says tramp across the stamp.
I mean, let's do it, dude.
That's what I want. I think it'd be so fucking awesome.
Was that the night you had the fancy jerk off?
Fancy jerk off.
No, that was no. That was my brother's bachelor party, which was like years ago.
Okay.
No, the fancy jerk off was at
Did you put on like a
John Olsen's wedding.
Oh, all right.
John Olsen got married, like, you know, recently, and then
Yeah.
I went up there with Dominic when he came in town, and I wasn't in the wedding, and I actually wasn't even invited to the wedding, but I wanted to see my brother, so I went up there, and I hung out in Matt in his girls' room while they went to the rehearsal dinner.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, this place is nice. Like, I'm jacking off in Matt's bed. I'm fucking jacking off in Matt's bed.
Did you tell Matt afterwards?
I did. I was like, I even told them, I was like,
That's so funny.
I'm going to tell Matt. I swear to God, I'm telling Matt as soon as I see him. I ain't telling her, though. I was like, I'll tell him.
That's so funny.
I was like, dude, I jacked off in your bed while you were gone.
He's like, me too. It's a swanky place.
Dude, that place was fucking... God, it was nice as fuck.
I keep seeing pictures of the hotel in Florence with all the themed rooms. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, Wildwood Inn?
Yeah, with shaved tubs and heart-shaped tubs and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like, showing them to my wife. I'm like, huh? And she's like, no fucking way. Yeah. That bathtub is probably fucking disgusting, filled with semen. And like,
well, when me and Chrissy were... I think we were 20. It was right before we got married.
Yeah.
We were trying to go there. We wanted to get a room there. But you had to be 21 and or married to get a room there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they wouldn't even let us in. Yeah. So we never got one. And then, over the years, we started hearing kind of how disgustingly dirty that place was. And we were like, eh. So we never went. Oh, well. And then, so my number 5 thing is something that represents my kids. About 6 years ago, I had them put all their handprints on a piece of paper so I can get that done. I kind of always thought I wanted that down my side. I still have the papers. I mean, it could be that.
They're all 3 different sizes. I could do them like inside of each other too, in different colors. Mm-hmm. That'd be cool.
Yeah, I've always wanted something to represent my kids. Never really was quite sure. I always liked the handprint idea. But yeah, that's my 5.
Hell yeah, dude. So.
I can't wait to get myself tattooed on me though.
Yeah. It's my memorial tattoo.
I've seen the sticker. It's at Coleraine McDonald's and stuff.
All the time?
Yeah, I see it there all the time.
Well, I've got like the big cutout on my back window. Yeah. And Chrissy, I never thought about it the other day. Chrissy goes, you ever think like anybody's been like parked behind you and they're looking at that sticker and they're looking at your car and they're looking at the sticker like, the fuck?
Right, and then they see you and they're like,
yeah,
this dude's totally got his face tattooed like on his window. Like, what is this guy doing? Because I see you and I'm like, oh, there's his car. I see you all over. But we only we live a minute away from each other.
Yeah. He's like right by the clubhouse.
Oh, really?
I've actually tried to get him to come to the meeting and be in the club, but he's too busy tattooing.
Yeah, well,
too busy owning a business.
Right, you're like, oh, we get drunk on Sundays and stuff, and I'm like, that's like the one day. If I was like, oh, I'm gonna get drunk with a bunch of guys.
Well, not everybody drinks.
Well, yeah,
I drink.
But yeah,
but you don't have to drink.
I'm gonna go party with a bunch of guys and stuff, and that's like family day and stuff. So.
Well, we've been having cookouts on Saturdays. So.
Yeah, we've been doing cookouts on Saturdays. We don't really do anything on Sundays anymore. We'll have the meeting, which is until 7 at night.
Yeah.
And like you don't even have to drink, and then it lasts an hour, and then you go. But, Anyways.
I don't really know the next 5 that I want. I guess I know a couple. But, like, I pretty much put, like, places I want to get tattooed. Yeah.
I have areas left
Yeah, right,
that I
yeah.
want something there, something I don't want there.
Like, I want my whole head done.
Oh man.
Oh,
And,
he's
like,
got a big portion of it done
Yeah.
already.
Yeah, but it's shitty. And, like, it was, I don't know, one of my birthdays.
That hurt.
I got super
That had to.
strung out on pills and booze with one of my
Oh, man.
cousins and just had him do it.
Yeah.
And now it's all faded and shit, and you can't really see it. So, like, I want it, like, I don't even care. Be artist choice. I don't give a shit as long as it's not vulgar.
Fix it up and
Yeah, and just, use dark ink and fucking whatever.
That
Yeah.
had to hurt though. Being right.
No, I don't remember it. I don't think
Oh,
it
yeah.
did.
Okay. That's a good point. You said
Yeah.
you pills and.
Yeah, I'm sure it would fucking suck now. I'll probably take a couple
I
times.
feel like you
Yeah.
would feel your brain rattle.
From what I hear, I've only tattooed like 2 guys' heads because I'm weird about it. Like, if you're like under 30 and you want your hands tattooed and you're like not heavily tattooed already, I won't do it.
Yeah.
But head tattoos, I really don't like doing much above the neckline and
Yeah.
stuff. I won't do face tattoos, but head's a different story. But I was tattooing a ship on the side of this guy's head, and you can hear it bouncing back in your like in your hand in your tattoo
Yeah.
machine. Like when you hit them, if you hit somebody's arm, you don't hear anything.
Yeah.
You hit them on their head, you hear whoa,
Yeah.
like
It looks like a
hitting
buzzsaw
their
and
head.
shit.
Yeah, you can hear it just like laying into their
Fuck,
fucking
man.
head, like whoa, and I'm like,
you went through that.
yeah, and I wipe and I'm like, God, I know that fucking hurts. And then he's like, I'm cool, man, and then like blood's already coming down his head and stuff. Because it bleeds like fucking crazy too, because it's your scalp.
I had the inside of my lip done. I didn't feel that shit at all.
That's gross.
That didn't feel like
When you do-
anything.
well, yeah, you don't have that. Like,
But dude, I slobbered all over the
it's-
place. Even like I even made sure my mouth was extra dry.
yeah.
And by the end of it,
Doesn't
dude,
matter.
my whole front of my shirt was covered in
It's
slobber.
it's your body's reaction. It's like, what's
Yeah.
going on? Send a bunch of slides.
Back in my old straight edge days, I
Yeah.
had X Edge X inside my lip.
You're making fun of Aaron for being super cool.
Right.
Like, you're super
Oh,
cool.
dude, I was awesome,
Yeah. the one inside
bro.
the one inside of the lip tattoo I did, I was like, all right, and I stuffed her mouth full of gauze and stuff, and pulled it out, and there's so much ink and blood in her teeth
Yeah.
and stuff, and she's spitting afterwards and going, oh, it's awesome, look. And I'm like, ugh, don't show me that.
Right. Yeah.
That's gross, man. Like, that's fucking gross.
I just put that on there and I don't even want to see it.
Right, well,
That's
part of the
fucking
job.
My feet sucked. I had Honda tattoos put on my feet. Cool kid.
Yeah.
And it was my buddy was apprenticing, and it was so fucking heavy handed,
Yeah.
dude. It felt like he was ripping the skin off the tops of my feet.
Wow.
They
Well, I
say-
mean, I didn't get my head tattooed. I mean,
Yeah.
I was sober for that,
Yeah.
but when you did my little thing there, I mean,
Yeah.
it was right on that bone.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I could just feel my whole head vibrating.
Wall, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I know there was like, it was just the semicolon. It was just like a couple little dots or whatnot. But
But no, there's a plate back there that I like when I tattoo back there. I'm on it and stuff. That's skull right there.
Yeah.
oh yeah, I mean, it's straight bone.
Yeah.
It's straight bone.
Yeah.
And then like when Jared did my zombie fish,
Yeah.
the one bubble, like the kind of that's on the very
Yeah.
top, was right on the edge of that knee bone.
Yeah.
And I just felt like every bone in my leg just vibrating.
Just
Like,
shoot down your foot and everything.
Dude, now I'm excited to get my head done. I like, I don't know, tattoos soothe me though. Like, that's when
I
I
get
feel
that
the
a lot.
most relaxed.
I get it a lot.
Yeah.
These
I don't
ladies-
mind it. I actually
Right.
enjoy it.
Like, when I had
enjoy
this
it.
one getting done, like, I actually dozed off while he was doing it.
These ladies come in and they're like, my monthly ink therapy and
Yeah.
stuff. I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, sit down.
I enjoy it, man. I enjoy the pain. It's not intolerable. The only one I've ever gotten so far, honestly, that it was intolerable was when Jared was still apprenticing.
He's
And-
just so slow.
Well,
when
it
he
was
does
this
that,
one,
yeah.
and he kept going over shit, and I was just like,
It's done.
I'm tapping out, dude. I'm done.
Yeah.
Like, you're killing me. I was like, I can't even feel my arm
He's
anymore.
so much faster than he was, but he's still really slow. But
Well, he's a perfectionist.
Well, yeah, he takes his sweet fucking time, and all of his stuff looks great though. So I'm not complaining. Like,
his
but I'll
stuff's
be like,
phenomenal. But yeah.
I'm like, oh, you still working on that first one? And I'll like bring a guy in. And I did all the line work and all the black shading and stuff already, and he's like, you did that already? And I was like, yeah, and it looks good. And I'm like, have fun working on this thing all day. I'm like, I want my fourth one, bro.
I want to get my whole arm black.
You gonna black out your arm?
Yeah.
What are you blacking out? What do you got? Some space stuff?
Buzz Lightyear.
Oh, man.
And
you already got a lot of black, so
Autobot symbol.
The one time that I have done a blackout, the guy I didn't charge the guy that much. I said, dude, it's blackout. I'm not doing anything but just pumping into you. It doesn't require any skill. Just making sure it's black. We'll do $100 a sitting and stuff. It'll take me 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Dude, I ended up doing it all in 2 sittings. Dude gave me $200 for the payment, and then gave me $800. Dude gave me $1,000.
Really?
Yeah, and I was like, what? I love you.
Yeah.
But
like how the rest of your body.
He's like, I feel bad for making you do this because I wasn't like acting like.
Oh, I'm sure it's got to be monotonous.
Well, yeah. You're just coloring black, and it was all day too.
Yeah.
And he's like, I feel bad because he's like, I want it done right and really black and stuff, but you're not utilizing any of your skill and like. And I'm like, yeah, you're right, but it's fine. I don't care. You're making money. I'm sitting here. That's what I do. I'm not a prima donna when it comes to artwork and stuff.
Yeah, that's what I want mine super black, man.
Yeah, you gotta make sure when they're doing it, they're using the same black on you when like you come back and stuff too.
Yeah.
You able to tell that?
Oh yeah, I am, but I look at tattoos all day.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You can probably tell the difference between inks.
A shading ink and stuff is a little bit thinner, and for nice shading, solid blacks, thick black, like so you get a lot in there and stuff, and it stays in your tube and stuff. And lining's like a real thin ink, so it goes right in real easy and stuff.
Interesting.
Yeah, I want to get my throat done. I don't know what I want on it though.
You'll never see it with your big old beard.
I know, right? And that's one of the other reasons too. I don't want to have to shave.
Get something hilarious so when you like
yeah.
part your neck beard, it's like, oh, it's a dirty old
dude. You should get Moses there.
Parting your beard.
Dude, yes, dude. That's a good idea. I might go for that now.
Got some tablets in one hand and a stick in the other. So,
Make it like a Moses. Make him look like how they used to make the wizards look on the sides of the vans. And shit.
That's exactly what Dude, all right, everybody
like
makes
heavy metal Moses.
That's gonna come back one day, and I'm waiting for it because I'm badass at that shit.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, oh, like I don't want to sound like 80s or like white trash, but like Wizards and Dragons. I'm like, sit fucking down, dude. I'm gonna blow your mind. Wizards and Dragons.
Let me do a bunch of dragon shit on my head.
Yeah,
dude. That's funny.
Dude, that'd be awesome.
Those old guys, those are the guys with money, not these fucking 22-year-olds. Like, I want a whole paisley sleeve. I only have $120.
A paisley sleeve.
Yeah.
Fucking hipsters.
Fucking hipsters.
Yeah.
They're moving into Price Hill, man.
Right.
I'll have a hipster tattoo shop before you know it.
Yeah.
Man.
That's funny.
I need to get my legs done too. I don't have anything on my legs yet.
I just have the fish, so I have the zombie fish.
Yeah.
Which is funny because you can't really tell it's a zombie fish from a distance.
Just looks
and
like
people's like, you fish a lot? What do you have a fish in for? Like, it was an apprentice tattoo. It's free. If you look closer, it's zombie and he's dead, so it's kind of cool, right?
It's for my dead fish gill.
Yeah, I was the only one I have on my leg. Honestly, it wasn't that bad. Up until like I said, it was just that one bubble when he got up into my knee area.
Yeah.
That was the bad part of this. Anyways, so you got throat tattoo, head tattoos,
legs,
blackout, legs.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah.
All?
That's it, man.
Nice.
Yeah. That's all I could think of. And I don't even know what I want.
Except for the blackout.
Artist choice. Is that annoying when somebody's like, oh, you just do whatever you want?
Sometimes it is. Sometimes I'm like, cool.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes I'm like, sometimes they already have stuff going on, and I'm like, yeah let me do my thing, because then I'll make it look right. A lot of these motherfuckers will come in here and be like, how much for a sleeve? And I'm like, I don't know, what color's air, bro? And then they're like, I'm like $2,000, and they're like, I just you freehand. I'm like, no, I don't freehand anything, man. Like, just tattoo me, man. I'm like, you just gotta put me in a direction, man. Right. That's always the same shit with these ghetto guys. It's like, I want clouds and praying hands, and only God can judge me. And I'm like, of course. Let me go to my fuckboy file and pull all because I save all these. But we're gonna do mine 5 that I want.
Next 5 you want.
I'm in the process of having one of my artists draw me a Naruto anime sleeve for my leg, covering up some old stuff.
Naruto.
Yeah,
I know that is. Okay.
Yeah, and that's
I've seen it. I don't think I've ever heard the word pronounced. I was like, hold on, wait a minute.
Leg sleeve on that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna work on this arm some more because it's only outlined and shaded. My big plan, I'm not gonna do this till I'm older and I can leave the shop and stuff for a certain amount of time, but I want to go to Japan for a month and get my whole back tattooed.
Oh, hell yeah.
Like Yakuza style, like sitting on my knees and just...
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, I really want to do that because I'm really into Japanese artwork and stuff, and the reason why everybody's like, oh, you just do Japanese stuff, I'm like, no, this is the tradition of tattooing. This is where it comes from. And everybody says traditional tattooing, and they think of this neo-traditional Americana stuff.
Yeah.
And that's not traditional tattooing. Japanese stuff, these guys were the first people doing figurative stuff on people. That wasn't just lines and dots. The guy's like, I'm going to do a dude fighting a big-ass fish on your back, dude. It's going to be awesome. And then they started doing it and stuff, and it's been handed down from generation to generation. And I like to think that, because I'm a second-generation apprentice under a guy that's been tattooing since the 60s.
Yeah.
I like to think that whoever taught him and whoever taught that guy and whoever taught that guy, that eventually it got back to Japan somehow. And that's where I'm learning. That's why I'm really into it and stuff. I want to do that. I want to get something for my daughter. Her name's Ruby, so I'm going to get a big old Ruby gem tattooed on me. And one of my girls at the tattoo shop, she's amazing at tattooing, like, gems and stuff. She loves Sailor Moon, so everything's got, like, crystals and stuff in it. She's really awesome at tattooing crystals and diamonds and gems and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I want more Japanese stuff. I think I'm going to do all Star Wars stuff on this leg.
Because I know you're a huge Star Wars fan. I was thinking you should get a lightsaber done in your penis.
I have one Star Wars tattoo. I don't have that many. Honestly, I would have to, like, I feel sorry for whoever's going to do my Star Wars tattoo, because I want complete control over it. And,
for sure.
Like, you just get to do it. And I'm going to, like...
You don't get to put a spin, your own
style.
style.
I'm going to draw the whole damn thing, and it's going to look like this, and you just got to do, like, work with what I gave you. But I'm waiting for Jared to get better to do more of my Star Wars stuff, because a lot of it's portrait work and stuff. So.
Which he's getting really good at.
Dude, this is his year.
Yeah.
This is the year he really makes this huge stride to where he's doing anything.
Yeah.
But color.
He doesn't do a lot of color.
No, you can never see it and stuff. But he knows how to do it. He's just not into it. He wants to do black and gray everything.
Yeah, I remember, like, being in high school, I was just like, I'll never get color tattoos ever. It's all going to be black and gray.
That's how I was.
And then, like, I got out of high school, I was like, fuck, that ought to be colorful as fuck. Like,
that's right. When he was working on my arm, I said, I want the brightest sleeve, like, out of any of my friends. And I have a couple friends that are tattoo artists as well and stuff. And at the time, I did have the brightest sleeve there for a while because all my guy friends were like, dude, your arm looks so good. They're like, it's like literally one of my favorite tattoos that I've seen. And, I mean, Carl did all that stuff, all my yellows and stuff still in there. I'm a pretty dark-complected guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yellow usually doesn't hold up on dark skin.
Yeah, so. my yellow's gone. The only place I got yellow is in this tattoo, and that's all gone. Don't really see it anymore. The red's still there. So, I mean, yeah, how did all that happen? How'd you end up at Cincinnati Tattoo and met Carl and...
So, I'm not going to name names of other tattoo shops, but there's a really nice tattoo shop in Clifton that I wanted to work at for a long time. I was working at Mac's Pizza in Clifton all night, every night, till 3 in the morning. I was watching these guys come in at midnight after tattooing with a different hot tattooed chick on their arm every night. They all tipped well. They were all super cool. Everybody wanted to be friends with them. I'd watch them stroll in this bar every night at midnight and be like, I want to be that fucking guy. And I was back behind the counter making pizza.
Yeah.
And so the owner and stuff would come in a lot, and I'd bug the hell out of the guy. And like I said, I'm not going to name any names or anything, but he's the biggest tattoo guy in Clifton and stuff. I begged him. I was like, I'll paint your house, dude, whatever. Like, just let me do it. Like, you won't regret it. I sucked up to him so much. He was getting sick of me. Because I knew where he was going to be that night and stuff. I was showing up at that bar with my backpack, just 5 minutes to look at some more of my drawings and stuff. And he said, hey, buddy, I don't have the space right now. You get into another tattoo shop, it'll show me that you're not just bothering me and everything.
Yeah.
So I went around. I went to every tattoo shop and asked. And I went to Cincinnati Tattoo. They told me no. They said, no, we're full. Like, we don't have a spot for you. We're full. We don't have any. So, and they were actually the ones that were like, hey, yeah, come on in. Let us look at it and stuff. And I was like, oh, thinking I had a shot. And then they were like, no. So I got a job at, I'm not going to name names, but it's a really ghetto tattoo shop. And if you live in Coleraine, you know where I'm talking about.
Yeah.
There's only about one in Coleraine.
And I went in there, and I showed the dude my artwork and stuff, and I've been drawing my whole life. I showed the dude my artwork, and he was like, yeah, man, you're awesome. You're going to be an awesome tattoo artist. You're going to make a lot of money doing this. I'm like, cool. Like, yeah. This is what I've been expecting to hear the whole time. Everything, yeah, cool. I'm gonna be a tattoo artist. Well, it's ghetto as hell in there, and I'm like, I'm pretty white bread when it comes to the ghetto, and I could understand this girl. She was trying to, her ebonics were so thick. She's talking so hood. I was like, I can't understand. She was saying design, but it sounded like design. Like I was like, what are you saying? And the guy that was supposed to teach me how to tattoo looked like a big old junkie. So I was like, great, this is the guy that's going to teach me how to tattoo. And he's like, you going to think I'm so cool, man. And I was like, oh, man. So I went home, and I was like, I don't think I can do this. Like, it's really ghetto there. It's going to be really hard for me to fit in, and it's going to be really hard for me to just cope with that. And I was already working my other job I was going to go to the tattoo shop, work all day during the day, and then go work at my job at night. And I went there, and I worked for one day, and it was really ghetto, man. And it was, and I didn't understand what was going on, and it was just really ghetto. So I went home, and I was like, I don't know how I'm going to do this. And literally, I always talk about the tattoo gods. The tattoo gods shine down on me today when I'm having a good day or if I want something to go my way. And I totally agree with this. The universe is crazy how it works like this. And I laid down in my bed and my phone rang. And it was right after my first day. And it was the owner of Cincinnati Tattoo. And he said, hey, will you come work for me on Monday? And I'm like this apprentice? He's like, yeah, I want you to come apprentice here on Monday. Well, I get there on Monday. This is like how crazy the universe is. His 2 guys took everything and opened up a tattoo shop like up the street. So yeah,
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, so
remember all that.
They opened a tattoo shop up the street. And when people say, I got a tattoo from there, fucking blah, 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 and they fucked it up, blah, 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 it's those guys. Mm-hmm. And it's those guys are, like, when I hear bad shit about Cincinnati Tattoo, oh, it was 12 years ago, it was those guys. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so they
I remember that shop opening up.
Yeah, they opened that shop, and so they basically tried to cripple Cincinnati Tattoo, and the old man wouldn't let it go down. It was him and one other guy, and I got hired as an apprentice. And I was 20 years old. And 20 years old, nothing, shitty apartment up in Clifton doing nothing. And I started working there, and by the time I was like 23, 24, I was manager, and he took me in and said, hey, I want you to buy this place or I'm going to shut it down. And I said, well, I don't want this place to shut down. It's my favorite place. And he said, well, you need this much money to put a deposit down. And I said, I'll never make that. Like I work all year and save all year and still not be able to pay my bills and pay you that. Yeah. That's ridiculous. And he said, well, some things are about to change here and you might be able to do that. And I said, well, what? And one guy quit and the other guy got fired. That left me and him doing tattoos. And he's an old man. He doesn't want a tattoo. So I'm doing 8, 9 tattoos a day. Yeah. And in 3 months, I had that amount of money to give to him and all my bills and stuff. Yeah. So I gave him a big old stack of money. And 3 months later, I was the owner of Cincinnati Tattoo at 26. And now I'm at 29, and the shop's doing better than it ever has.
That's awesome. Yeah, because you got that little surprise fucking best tattoo. Like, what magazine was that?
I don't even know, but it put me in the top 17 best tattoo shops in the city, and then I was in the top 10 too. Yeah. I was in the top 4. Yeah. I was fourth, so yeah, I was like, hell yeah, I'll take the number 4 any day. Like, a lot of these guys are paying money to Google and stuff to be number 1 and stuff, and I just have good reviews. And I've been around forever, and that keeps me up at the top.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I technically got tattooed by Carl.
Yeah, I have a bunch of...
when the fish. Yeah, he came in that day, and Jared was struggling, and he sat down and started doing some of the outlining, and I was like, oh, that's a whole different feeling. I was like, he's got no sympathy whatsoever. He's just like, driving that shit in there.
I call him the Hammer.
Fuck.
That's my nickname. Like, oh, you gonna let the hammer tattoo on you today? They're like, what? I have like over 100 hours on this arm with him, and I'm way harder than anybody else.
Well, because I knew who he was. I heard you talk about him before. I told you, I knew it was kind of like almost his legacy. Yeah. You know, and he stopped in. And he's looking while Jared's doing my tattoo, and he's like, oh, he can kind of show you some techniques, and then I was like, dude, I'm about to get tattooed by Carl's fucking awesome. And he like sits down and I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, that sucks.
Fuck Carl.
I know exactly what you're talking about. But yeah, he's retired. He's I see him once a month and stuff. He's tattooed since the 60s though. He learned how to tattoo in 66.
Well, yeah.
All the guys that he worked with and that he did tattoos with in the 60s and 70s, all of them are dead. Yeah. But they're all legends and stuff, and I talk to these guys, and I go, oh, because Carl gave me everything for the tattoo shop when I bought it. I got everything. So all the old artwork that he had down in the basement and stuff, I have it all. And I keep it all. I have stuff from Cliff Raven was a huge pioneer in tattooing and stuff in Chicago back in the day and stuff, and Carl used to work with him. Carl used to be best friends with him. I have a bunch of his original artwork signed and everything by him. Yeah. And I'm just keeping it. I'm not going to sell it.
Yeah. Oh, that's pretty good.
Well, we got to do this contest and there's like only 4 people on it.
I know, dude. It sucks because
the number's been kind of low.
I know. It was on the pie for a minute. Maybe we can.
Who's still listening? Tell people to listen. Do a
could-
contest. We got 10 minutes left.
We could do like a post contest.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, we need something like that.
Like
We'll do
best worst tattoo or something like that.
or just see how many people you can get to like it, and then I'll pick a name or something.
Oh yeah, that would work too.
Yeah.
I haven't seen old Gary Hill tonight.
Oh, he's been kind of MIA.
Yeah.
He's one of our biggest listeners. He's always like, he got like fucking 50,000
Probably heard
comments
I
on it.
was.
We were worried that he would win the contest.
Yeah, we were like,
tonight,
if Gary
too.
wins the
He
contest,
wins
we got
all
him
the
on punch him.
contests.
Oh, he wins all the
Yeah.
contests. That's funny.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Well, dude,
We're gonna skip the headline screws because Dixon's not here, so it's not as cool.
Oh, dude, my story was awesome.
Oh, you
dude.
gonna do it? Oh, we'll do it. I got my story.
Yeah.
All right, we'll do headline screws, and we'll let you. We'll let you pick the best. I mean, listeners can help also. Every other week we change the segment. This week it's headline screws, which each of us, each of us three, when Uber's here, we bring a story in that basically sounds fake or crazy as fuck. Doesn't even sound true.
Yeah.
And then, the listeners or whoever picks the best one.
The coolest story.
The coolest story.
Yeah.
And then the other one we do is telling the truths, where we'll take turns doing it. But like I say, I'll bring in 3 articles.
Mm-hmm.
2 of them are true, 1 of them's fake,
Alright.
and you got to figure out which one it is. But this one, these are both true. It's just a matter of who's got the best one.
The
Go ahead.
cooler
You-
one.
Let me
The
get another
cooler
smoke
one.
off you before you start up.
You want to go first, or do you want me to go first
I
because you
don't
like
care.
yours so
I don't
much?
care, man.
I mean, you're obviously really excited about your story.
I mean, it's pretty cool. I'll start.
Okay, good.
Alright, so the title of my story is Simon the Giant Bunny Found Dead After United Airlines Flight.
Oh, I almost.
They're
printed
at
that
it
one.
again.
I almost printed that one.
Yeah. I've got cool backstory shit, though.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a British bunny with a chance to become the world's largest died on United Airlines flight this week or last week. One of those weeks. He was a 3-foot continental rabbit bred by this lady named Annette Edwards. And he was en route from England to Chicago. A celebrity bought him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, it was going from London to Chicago. Says it
That's
was
a
not
long
immediately clear when or why the rabbit died.
When they knocked him out and drug him off the plane.
Yeah. Its dad was the world's largest bunny at more than 4 feet long and 50 pounds.
Wow.
The Annette Edwards lady said that the rabbit had all of its vet checkups and all that
Yeah.
before she put it on the plane.
It was
Mhm.
fine.
It was perfectly healthy. Yeah.
That's huge. I didn't know rabbits got that fucking big.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, it's a special British type of rabbit.
So, anyways, okay, the rabbit fucking died on the flight. The cool thing about this is I researched Annette Edwards.
Yeah.
She's 65-year-old professional rabbit breeder, and she's also a porn actress. She starred in a movie called Perverted Organism, Oral Infection, and Hard Fresh. She spent tens of thousands of dollars on plastic surgery to look like Jessica Rabbit from Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Oh,
Yeah. And she's got a 16-year-old who she's getting to do porn too. As soon as she turns 18.
dude, for a minute there, I thought you were gonna say she did movies like this, and fucking like rabbits.
Right? Yeah. Yeah, that would be awesome. Yeah, man. So that was my story. I thought it was cool.
Yo, I saw it. I actually didn't read it. I almost
Yeah.
clicked on it, but the one I chose is Christian mauled by lion after trying to prove Lord intervened to save him.
Oh my
That's a
god.
pretty good one, dude.
A church leader recently had his arm mauled off by a lion after running towards them like a whole pride,
They do that shit.
in effort to prove that the Lord's power would overpower the wild animals. It happened in it was
Gotta have faith,
in
man.
Africa because they were running or South Africa.
Yeah.
South Africa's Kruger National Park. When he came into the realization that the Lord wasn't going to intervene, he started to run back to the car, but it wasn't too long before one of the lions had bit him in the butt. He was starting... his life was saved from more injury and death when one of the game rangers fired shots at the lions to repel them. He said, "I do not know what came over me. I thought the Lord wanted to use me to show his power over animals. Is it not we were given dominion over all creatures on earth?" Oh, are you fucking kidding me?
Dude, that guy deserves to die.
Yeah.
You don't do shit like that.
Fucking idiot.
He's like fucking Steve Irwin and shit. See what happened to him?
Bless Steve Irwin's heart, because he would wrestle crocodiles and then he went down by
From
a
It's like a
stingray.
fucking fish.
Yeah.
A fucking fish took him out. It wasn't even a shark.
Yeah,
It was like a little stupid fucking fish that just floats.
It's showing God has a sense of humor.
Fuck that,
Yeah.
dude. Barb to the heart.
Yeah.
Dude.
Those are actually both pretty good stories, though.
Yeah, I like yours better though. I just think it's funny. He's like, the Lord will protect me. He's like, oh fuck no.
Fuck, I was wrong!
That's like some shit in a movie. There's another fucking movie, Jack.
Yeah, seriously.
He's gonna convert now.
We're up to 5, nope, 4 now. Fuck, dude.
Oh well.
Fuck it.
Anyways, we'll do the Cincinnati piece of shit of the week. We do this every week, and usually it's whatever fucking heroin dealer I can find or heroin addict that fucking fucked over their
Passed
kids
out with
or
their kids
passed
in
out
the
while
car.
driving.
Yeah.
But fortunately, there was none of that this week. So we're gonna go back to the
Turn
other.
a new leaf.
Yeah, we're gonna go back to the other piece of shit in the news. He's actually been a piece of shit before. Adam Jones, you're the piece of shit of the week.
Good old Pac.
Because why not? That's what I wrote. Because what hasn't he done this week?
Right. I saw his fucking tape was released
Oh yeah.
of his arrest.
He's an asshole. He needs to be
Yeah.
fucking booted off the fucking team.
Yeah.
Well, pretty much the whole team is a bunch of thieves and degenerates. But besides, I can't even think of his name right
Andy
now.
Dalton.
Yeah, Andy Dalton.
Yeah.
He's Cincinnati's sweetheart, you know.
Oh yeah.
Everybody.
I think I
loves
drove
him.
past him the other day.
Dude, everybody loves him. I did a Bengal stormtrooper on my buddy that works over here at the Incline House in Price Hill, and he showed Andy Dalton his tattoo, and Andy Dalton was like, "Oh, let me get a picture with it and everything." So I was like,
Oh hell yeah, that's cool as fuck.
yeah. I was like, hopefully he'll post it or something.
Yeah, I was on
Tag
my
myself.
way from work the other day, and I drove past this car, and I honestly, what caught my attention was like the windows were down. It was a really nice car, but I just saw this like bright red hair, and I was like, it just caught my attention. I looked over and I was like, "Is that fucking Andy Dalton?" Like
Were you
I
on
was pretty sure it was
75?
Andy Dalton. Do what?
Were you on 75 or?
Mhm. Yeah, I was going 75 south.
Yep, probably.
That's awesome.
Yeah, 99% sure it was him.
December 10th.
They were shooting a movie over here on. I think it was on Warsaw today over by the library because I was like, it's not a commercial because there was like 5 big movie trucks instead of just like a little one. But
That's awesome.
But there's Robert Redford's up in Hamilton shooting right now.
Yeah,
so.
there's a bunch of people.
Hamiltucky.
All right, well, we'll go ahead and shut off because our Facebook just shut down for some
Oh.
reason. Everybody's complaining. But, yeah, so that's the end of the show. So at the end of the show, you know what everybody does? Everybody can fuck off and die.
Fuck off.
Fuck off and die.
Fuck off.
Thank